What makes this match even better and more interesting is the fact, and they both started. What makes this match even more interesting is that they know each other, like they're friends, pretty good friends. So this is like a friendly rivalry they have right now.
And not to brag here, but you might also recognize both of these people were actually on my couch for my run at SGDQ 2019. So, kind of a nice little reunion here.
I can only recommend watching that run, by the way. Okay, so even though Galaxy 2 is like a 3D platformer, we start off with the 2D section here.
And it is very, very easy to lose time in this first section. It's actually kind of surprising how many seconds you can lose just from simple movement errors. Like, that long jump over the pipe, I don't think Sludgy went for it. I didn't know if Claire got it, but you can long jump over that pipe on the first screen. If you fail to do it, you won't bonk, but you'll like slow down a little bit, and you get to the next screen like half a second later, and that's pretty significant, and it's really noticeable. It's even more noticeable when you're playing. And then you have this section that, okay, wow, nice little movement error from Sludgy. I hate this screen a lot. It should be in 2D, but it's in 3D.
Yes, so the depth perception there is pretty bad.
Yeah, you can't just...
You can't really see if you're hugging the wall or not. So sometimes you'll just slow down, facing the wall, and backflip instead of long jumping. It doesn't lose that much time, but it's just so annoying. It's just so unsatisfying.
And heck, you can even lose, it's not really a big deal, you can lose frames on these text boxes. So, one thing we should probably note is that both of these players have a bit of a difference in terms of how they handle strategy. We're going to see the classic example of Claire tends to go a bit more full out with her gameplay, whereas Sludgy tends to rely on consistency a bit more. And so we had that race between Oddme and Shadow just a few weeks ago, and we got to see just the kind of difference that kind of style can make between players, and we're going to get to see something similar here again. So this should be very interesting indeed. We're probably going to see differences right at the get-go here with Sky Station 1.
Yeah, for those of you... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
For those of you who watched the match between Elias and Claire a few weeks back, Claire also showed that playstyle of going all out a lot. And it made her be really good at the beginning, but at the end it just fell apart because she was doing very difficult strats, and she almost lost by that. But she won in the end.
Early game is definitely a better part of the run to kind of know more advanced strats. And right now we're already seeing Claire go for the advanced Sky Station 1 movement. Very nice elevator bounce there. That second long jump to get onto that platform there, where you have to kind of long jump right at the edge of that platform. It is so easy to die to that. It looks like both players are going to get Luma bounce.
So like to go for that in a tournament match is pretty ballsy, but you know, Claire got it.
Yeah, and Claire also got the second fastest method of doing that planet. There is a faster cycle, but it seemed like she wanted to go out of her way to grab the checkpoint, which I don't blame her for. You'll probably see a lot of these players occasionally going a few steps out of their way to grab a checkpoint for race safety. As in a reset situation, deaths are very costly.
Concerning the boss, this first boss, normally you want to destroy the shell. You can destroy it by just ground pounding on it, and then by shooting star bits at the boss, you prevent him from running around the planet.
So Claire looks like she got a 353 cutscene activation, and Sludgy was in the low 4.0x's. So already you can see that difference in playstyle. Sludgy's played it a bit more conservatively on that second planet, whereas Claire went for the full kit and caboodle, and it saved her a lot of time. And even her cycles on the last planet were a lot better for the comet medal.
Yeah.
So Claire is getting a 437 Sky Station 1 that looked like, and I think Sludgy's getting a 446?
45, I think?
Yeah, I think it was 6.
46, yeah, 46.
So already a 9-second difference, and this is early game, so obviously a 9-second difference. It may seem like a lot. That time can so easily be made up at any point throughout this run. Pretty much any single level, every single level, there is an opportunity for the tides to switch. And that's part of the reason why a race with 2 runners of this skill level is so exciting, especially over the course of a 3-hour run.
Yeah.
Seems like both runners have a pretty decent handle. They've probably been both running on JPVC for a while, so they probably have a pretty good handle on text.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, there are like slight differences in loading times and I think the text boxes that playing the game on the Japanese virtual console, so on the Wii U, makes. And it's currently the fastest method of running this game. And in Super Mario Galaxy 2, it actually doesn't have that big of a difference. I think that's made clear by looking at the leaderboards. The current world record is played on a normal Wii without anything.
And second place, which was achieved last night by
of course.
Some nerd. I don't. Commentator bragging about himself already making a bit of a fool about himself. Not sure if the audience is going to appreciate it.
Commentator should not brag about himself. He hasn't gotten sub 3 yet.
A commentator firing shots. Not sure if I'm very happy about that. I'm very interested to see the kind of movement they choose to do for the first planet in Sky Station 2, because there's this one section that has a bit of a high curvature that affects the gravity weirdly. And so the type of movement you do to get from the key to the Luma, you can lose seconds to that. And Claire got the early cycle there. Okay, Claire's doing a single jump into the key, so this is looking like a good start. Very nice momentum conserving long jump there. That looked really good.
That looked very good. Sludgy also got the fast cycle.
And he long jumped
onto the start.
Yeah. We'll probably see him do another single jump here. Or a long jump. Neither player got odd me skip. I'm very disappointed.
Is the odd me skip? Oh, is it like where you skip the text boxes?
If you don't know, so there's a really weird mechanic in the Galaxy games where if you activate a text box but then get pushed out of the activation radius by an object such as a wall, it just skips the text box, and in the case of a Luma that activates a launch star, it immediately will play the launch star activation.
Well, that's how it works. I didn't even know how that worked.
It's, I believe, frame perfect and kind of pixel perfect if I recall, and I think it's only ever been pulled off once by a human, but it is done in TASes.
Yeah. So one thing I appreciate about Sky Station 1 and 2 is that the game just throws every bit of platforming at you. And that's so beautiful about the first 2 planets. They just show off every bit of platforming you can do in this game.
And they also have really flashy movement you can do, like especially in the cylinder planet with all the cycles. If you get the optimal cycle there, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
And both players opting to not do a spin in that little long jump corner cut there. That allows them to do some faster movement leading up to that piranha plant there.
Yeah, but it's risky, but they both got it. And Claire's still in front. I think the time difference has gotten bigger, right? Yes, it has.
It's only a couple seconds bigger. We're getting into the Yoshi Star levels where deaths are common and costly.
Yes. But we can expect both runners to do the flutter in Yoshi Star 1, right? Yeah, we can.
I'm pretty sure. We'll definitely see Claire do it. I'm pretty sure we'll see Sludgy do it.
Okay.
Failing this flutter is like it's really weird in terms of how mentally draining it can be, because sometimes when you fail the flutter, you just kind of expect it. But then other times you're just so upset with yourself.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know anything about this game, there maybe are some people in the viewership right now. This Super Mario Galaxy 2 is Yoshi, and with an exploit where you crouch midair after fluttering, you can do another flutter midair. Combine that with the insane backwards momentum you can get in with this game, you can get to you can go across very large distances with Yoshi.
They're doing a very interesting angle for the first flutter. Kind of opting to go. Whoa! Claire is going.
Without the camera change. Without the camera change.
Okay, this is not looking good. This is really far to the left. She could still make it.
Working. No, she
was too far. She was too far back.
Yeah, and she was too early with the dismount, I think. Sludgy also getting a very weird angle. Sludgy also didn't get it. This is very interesting. This is very interesting now.
Yeah, I don't think he trusted that angle. I totally understand because
he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have. It's alright.
I don't like this camera angle at all. There is a trick where you can center the camera by
And they're both equal again.
Yeah, now they're both tied. There is a trick where you can center the camera by using the C button on the nunchuck, but it's very finicky to work with on the platform. You need the camera to be like at the perfect alignment in order for it to work properly. And that looked really good. This is also looking really good for Sludgy.
Yeah, Sludgy barely got into the gravity field.
Sludgy barely entered the gravity field. You kind of have to wait a little bit before you know if you fail or got it, because sometimes it takes a second for Mario to enter the gravity field.
Yeah.
But
so even
that's
though
so incredible. Even with Claire died, and she's still ahead of Sludgy.
Yeah, because she's just so confident about this. As you can see, Sludgy was not very confident with his flutters, which is... I cannot blame him, honestly, but...
You need a very specific angle for that particular flutter to work.
But I think I have to give props to Claire for doing the flutter, for trying the flutter without the camera change. That's really ballsy.
I think that's a fairly new optimization, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Actually, the race is a bit closer now. They're only 3 seconds apart now. So already we're seeing massive lead swaps in both directions. And that was, I think the lead changed like twice in that one star.
Yeah. I think we're only gonna... Oh, wait a second. I have to change the audio to Claire because she is... Wait, can I do that? Oh, Claire's audio is not usable. I'm just using it.
Okay.
So
we're gonna only have Sludgy's audio because we've opted to just use his audio and not Claire's.
Yes. Yoshi Star 2 also features a cool flutter. For this one, you have to change camera angle mid-air, which can be very challenging if you're just starting out. But I think in total, I think I can say that this flutter is a bit easier than Yoshi Star 1, even with the camera.
It depends on the runner, from what I've heard. A lot of runners claim to have a lot more trouble with this flutter than Yoshi Star 1, and it is partly just because of the awkward camera angles you have to hold. It's not just directly up this time. And we're seeing both runners go for different setups for their angle here.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure what the appeal with this angle Sludgy's using is, but I guess it's a little bit safer. Because it also places you right by that checkpoint.
Maybe it wasn't on purpose. That can also be.
Yeah, he normally uses that angle from what I've seen. There's a few runners who will opt to do it with that leftward-facing angle.
Oh wow, Claire really just wanting that optimal early hit there by fluttering off the island.
I think, yeah, Claire's setting up for the fast second phase here.
Let's see if she gets it. And
she
got
both the spinies. That's not even a setup I do, so I don't know how much time that saves over just tonguing both of the spinies. Sludgy's also going for it. I didn't know he went for the strat.
And he got it as well. He got it as well. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's a semi-recent development. I'm pretty sure Nemi came up with that. I don't know how long it's been around. Very solid Yoshi Star 2 from both runners.
I think it's been around for like forever because I've recently seen old IL videos of Nemi. I think this was like from 2012 or 13. But I think it was just recently where runners opted to go for it.
It's so amazing how much this game has been pushed within the past year. Like if you're gonna compare Galaxy 2 to Sunshine, Nemi is sort of the Ndide of this game, and we've only just been recently trying to catch up to his skill level, and we're getting close. A lot of runners are definitely getting close, and we're picking up strats that for a long time we didn't even think we could do as if we weren't Nemi. But now we're seeing that people do them in runs regularly, and it's really awesome to see how much this game has developed.
Yes. So the biggest contestants are Hardcore Gaming 07 and my fellow commentator partner here, Super Viper T302, who recently, yesterday, got a new personal best, as he mentioned at the beginning.
Okay. I'm very curious to see if either of these players opt to do the fast.
I think Claire's gonna do it.
Shot.
I saw her do that versus Elias. I think she's gonna do it. So we're gonna see another very interesting strat here.
She's going for it. This is so nutty, but it's also stupidly precise.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure Jada found this. Okay.
So yeah, we want to lose the drill, then go for the comet medal, spin back, and now a really precise triple jump there.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, and she got it. She got it.
Yeah,
Nice.
you actually, the reason why that's so difficult is because you can't actually wall jump on that structure. So it's not like you can just backflip and then wall jump and spin backwards. You would just fall down. You actually have to make the jump. And that platform Claire was on, you barely have enough room to triple jump. Because you can barely even get a running start.
So yeah. There's also like this technique also used in Galaxy 1 once, where you can triple jump in like really tight places by pressing Z midair, which like removes a bit of your momentum midair, and when you land on the ground again, it lets you triple jump. It's really weird. I can't really explain it, but that's what is used there, I think.
Yeah. All right, here's a good place where Sludgy could have an opportunity to make some time up if Claire gets bad dig-a-leg RNG here. All right, good RNG on the first phase, and it looks like she'll be able to keep the dig alive. So perfect first phase. I think it's easier to lose more time on the second phase. So if she gets bad RNG here, that Sludgy could still save some time.
And she got good RNG again. Now
Sludgy also got good RNG on the first phase. Unfortunately, Dig-a-Leg's gonna have to make one of the little yellow guys. Sludgy missing the first hit.
And a perfect fight from Claire here.
Yeah, only had one Digga spawn, only had one Digga die, and perfect RNG. Sludgy also getting perfect RNG, so not even losing that much time.
Even with that failed hit. Nice.
So, it looks like Claire is definitely pulling slightly ahead just from having slightly better gameplay, but Sludgy is definitely maintaining pace.
But that triple jump, man, it's amazing.
I don't know if that's been how many people have actually gone for that in the tournament so far, but that was very impressive to see. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more runners incorporating that strategy as the games gets more optimized and our PBs get lower.
I tried it once. I think it's not even that hard to pull off. Because
I've tried it and I couldn't figure out how to get the proper momentum. Okay, Claire's doing this new movement here.
If it helps you, just do it similarly to the section in Mega Lag in Galaxy 1, where you have also this tight spot where you go to the second planet.
I haven't messed with that version of the triple jump skip, but if I do ever decide to run Galaxy 1 again. Okay, perfect example here of strats versus consistency. Sludgy's opting to do the old movement for returning from the bottom of the starship to the button, whereas Claire did that new movement that Jada found recently. That saves about a second, I think. It's not much, but considering how many times they're going to have to do that movement over the run, that will add up. But it's also, Claire also lost time to it, though, because she bumped the wall before jumping onto the main platform. Claire doing the
she didn't even spin.
Yeah, that's the Nemi right side down 1 movement. That long jump is extremely tight.
Yeah, also you're supposed to like switch to Galaxy, the gravity here, but they're just not gonna do that.
Yeah. Right.
Wow, man.
Sludgy's also doing the movement, but he gets a ledge grab there, so he's losing a little bit of time to Claire. I didn't know Sludgy went for that either. Yeah, a lot of people will do a safety spin onto the block and then just backflip to get down to where the Goombas are. But if you can maintain your running momentum, you can get down there with a single jump.
Yeah. Sludgy opted to get the checkpoint for safety.
I think he just had bad momentum from the slope boost. So he landed a bit. Yeah, okay. he like hit the ceiling on the way down, which killed his momentum, and so he was just right by the checkpoint, so he just kind of long jumped into it. It doesn't really matter too much, because you gotta, it's very rare that you die there anyways, and there's a checkpoint like right after it. Right. Sludgy went for the momentum from that moving platform there, but I don't think he got it. It didn't look like he got it.
Yeah. Or at least if it worked, he got a bad angle because he had to spin.
Mm-hmm. You can long jump off that platform as it's moving forward, and since moving platforms give Mario's jumps inertia in the Galaxy games, you can get a small boost forwards, and you can kind of chain that into a triple jump on top of that wall. But that's another strat that has really tight spacing to make it work out.
Yeah.
Nice momentum jump from Claire, skipping the wall jump there. That's actually quite precise to get to where you can actually skip the wall jump. Most of the time you'll have to opt for that little wall jump to get into the pipe.
Inertia is a property of matter.
It sure is. Alright, I'm betting a 13 for Claire.
13 is good. What was like the best time there? 14?
I think you can just barely get a 14. Claire with a 14! Oh my god. That is so crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get a 14. I've barely gotten a 13 before. I'm pretty sure.
14!
I've never seen that done RTA before. Right.
Wow.
Well, Sludgy's taking it a little bit safer.
And he also got an 11, so that's
11
good.
is still really good. Especially considering he went out of his way a little bit, so 11 is still pretty solid, but my goodness. Claire is
14.
just going off in this race.
She wants to make up for Yoshi Star 1.
Yeah, in Claire's recent PB, she had some major mistakes, and coming out of World 5, she was on a 3:02 pace. So Claire has a lot of remaining potential left in this category. It's very unfortunate she doesn't run it as often, because she could very easily get down to like 3:02, 3:01 range, maybe even sub 3. She has that potential.
The third contender, maybe, for sub 3.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, her PBs are a little bit far behind, and Claire doesn't normally specialize in any percent. Until recently, she was primarily a 242 star runner. She currently has the 242 record, and I believe she would like to take it lower at some point. Well, we may see a sub 9 from her in the future, which is just crazy for this category. That would require like an insanely good run. Like, I don't know how good Claire's record is, but a 907 is really solid. It looks like, okay, so we're gonna see a tiny little divergence here. Sludgy's opting to do Fluffy Bluff Secret first, whereas Claire's doing 1 first, and the time difference in...
Yeah, sorry.
Go on. Yeah. The time difference here is very minuscule. It's personal preference, really.
Yeah, like I recently found out why people do Fluffy Bluff 1 first. It is only because of the cycles of the water fountains on the planet where you long jump onto. And so like sometimes where you want to long jump immediately after, sometimes you touch the water fountains and lose the cloud upgrade, so the cloud mushroom. So that's why people opt to do Fluffy Bluff 1 first.
Yeah, that usually doesn't happen if you do a spin onto the platform, though, based on my testing. Usually when you spin, the water cycles dissipate right as you long jump right away.
Yeah, so it really only depends on preference.
Yeah, I think Fluffy Bluff Secret is safer, though, because if you miss too many coins in that little pipe room, then you don't have to exit the level. You can just do Fluffy Bluff 1 and not lose as much time. And also, if you do Fluffy Bluff 1 second, then you can chain. You'll probably see Sludgy do it. You can chain the cloud grab into a triple jump, which makes it easier to get onto the tree. Claire losing the cloud flower as she's heading to the pipe. She kind of like slipped off the platform there. Thankfully, you don't have to go too far back for that, but that's still.
Also, there's a new strat developed, like it saves like a few frames or something. The cloud with the coins, you can do small hops. I think it was discovered by Rothanos that you can do that. And if you don't know, Mario doing hops is actually faster, a bit faster than him just running. And that's why people opt to do this strat. Yeah, I don't know if she'll go for it now.
I didn't see Sludgy do it. I think we'll see Claire do it.
No, Claire doesn't do it. Oh yeah,
she did it there. She did it there. So as you can see, Mario is getting just a little bit more momentum in the air than he would if he was just running. And here's this chained triple jump I was talking about from Sludgy's side. It's much easier to get onto the tree that way, in my opinion, because you don't have to rely on a cloud-boosted backflip.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do the... Oh wow, that was a really late cloud by Sludgy there.
Yeah, Sludgy took a lot of time to set up that long jump. And barely making it onto the top platform without a wall jump there.
But he got it.
Very clean cloud movement.
And these were the water fountains we were talking about, by the way, but yeah, it didn't make a difference because he spun, as you said earlier.
Alright, so it may look like right now Claire is just slightly ahead of Sludgy, but keep in mind Sludgy still has to do the engine room segment after Fluffy Bluff 1, so that gives Claire even more of an advantage. So the difference between them by now is probably somewhere around 15 seconds, if I had to guess. We'll have to see when they both press the button. Claire getting a Starbit text box, losing a second.
A 0.8 seconds.
Not sure how Claire didn't notice that.
Is it a second or 0.8? I
don't know. I've always just rounded it up to a second. Okay. It also depends on how many Starbits you got, and whether or not you press A at the proper time.
So for Fiery Flotilla here, we will see Gobblegut, the boss with... Like, it's a big worm with 6 red bubbles.
It's Train Dragon.
Train Dragon, yeah. It sounds like train, or it. And the funny thing about this is you normally would have to wait for him to dig into the ground to destroy the bubbles. Oh, wow, I've never seen that. I always thought you had to long jump there. Oh!
No.
Oh my god, okay.
So Claire got the frame perfect jump at the start there, so she was on pace to make she actually made the Thwomp cycle, but she backflipped with a bad angle, so she couldn't make it onto the top of the castle.
Yeah, and she almost died, by the way, but she got back onto the Thwomp.
Yeah. This is the regular cycle. You see, Sludgy got a spin.
Oh, barely. If you slide off there, you're dead, because when you slide off, you can't spin anymore. So that's what happened to Hardcore a few weeks ago. Yeah, and yeah, the Train Dragon.
Very nice frame perfect ground pound from Sludgy, saving a little bit. So I think both runners lost roughly the same amount of time there. I don't know if Claire lost 1 or 2 Thwomp cycles. It was really hard to tell. But Sludgy only lost 1, so it's either they were even on time loss or Sludgy gained some time.
I think Sludgy gained some. But yeah, they don't wait for the Train Dragon to dig down into the ground.
Perfect Gobblegut from Claire.
Yes.
Sludgy has to match this now, or else he's losing a lot of time to her. And he had a perfect first phase, but this second phase, I would argue, is the harder of the two, mainly because of this turnaround. Because it might look like a simple turnaround, but you have to inch off even farther to the right, so that Gobblegut doesn't follow you closely. Okay, barely getting that 6th hit, but perfect Gobbleguts from both players, and they're both getting sub-30 World 1s, it looks like. Claire with a 29-24, I think that's what it was.
Sludgy like with the 29.50 or something? I can't guess these times.
I think that's a 29.44 or 45.
Oh, okay.
So pretty solid World 1s from both runners. Still like a 20-second difference. So Claire was definitely able to gain a lot of time in Sludgy, even with that Yoshi Star 1 death. Basically just from movement alone. But of course, doing all these optimal strats does come with the cost of consistency, especially in the late game. There's a lot of really tough late game strats.
Yeah. And again, I'm gonna mention it again. If you saw the race between Claire and Elias a few weeks back, that's exactly what happened. Claire going for the really, really hard strats, like for the thwomp clip in... We will see that at the end of the run with the thwomp clip.
Claire goes for womp clip, I swear.
Yeah, or it's homp. It's what's it called? Womp?
The womps the ones that walk are womps. The ones that are stationary and in one position are thwomps.
Oh, okay.
It can be a little difficult to remember which one's which.
Yeah, I also have difficulties with the pronunciation.
Hey, man. Enemy names are hard to memorize.
So yeah,
they're getting another frame-perfect jump.
Now is for all of you to appreciate the awesome music of Puzzle Plank. By far my favorite, by the way. Also, really, really cool platforming. It's just satisfying to watch all the platforming here in Puzzle Plank.
One thing that's really cool about how fast Claire went on that first section was that she was fast enough to, when she ground pounded that swish, that wiggler actually like fell, and that's a really hard cycle to make. You basically have to get the jump cancel and then have really clean movement to the switch.
Oh, so that's like an indicator to show that you're really fast, right?
Yeah. That was a very clean second section from Claire.
Yeah. Let's see, there's...
To do that long jump onto the one-up platform and then jump off of it.
We're doing the backflip strat.
Right, I don't think we
can get like double ground pounds there, but
yeah, I don't know if we saw any double ground pounds from Claire.
No, not yet. Maybe Sludgy will get some.
Yeah, it's pretty random. I don't know if there's any way to manipulate them or not.
Like, do you have to spam Z? I think you just have to spam Z, right?
I'm not sure. I've never figured it out. Alright, so Sludgy didn't get any on those first two. I think he can still get one on the third one, but...
No.
Yeah.
Both didn't get. But again, it's only like a small little detail. It's not really relevant. Like, if you get like a lot of double ground pods, it becomes relevant. Like, it saves a bit. But if you just get one, it doesn't really matter.
I imagine tassing that would have to be a massive pain because you would because I think you could even get a triple ground pound if you're really, really lucky with your positioning. Mm-hmm. And that would probably be insanely hard to manipulate, especially for all three platforms.
Yeah.
So I would be really interested to see that level in a TAS.
Yeah, there are a lot of people tassing Galaxy right now.
Yeah, I think they're mostly focusing on Galaxy 1 at the moment, and then we have people like Purple Sun who are mainly focusing on ILs.
Yeah.
A lot of Galaxy IL TASs are really sick, and I would highly recommend watching them. Okay.
Yeah, Purple Sun also makes like these task videos doing galaxies without power-ups. For example, this one. Hightail Falls with...
Yeah, I've actually done Hightail Falls. I've done both Hightail Falls 1 and Comet without the Dash Pepper. Oh, I forgot he could do it without Yoshi. I forgot about that. That was really sick to watch.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that at some point.
That also must have been a pain to pass.
Yeah. I wonder if you can also do Comet, because... I don't know how much time how much leeway in time you would have. Okay.
Ah, Claire.
That's some very annoying time loss. Yeah. So I noticed that Claire actually did that safety shake to get past the full gap there. That was what was that? She like
because she was so
on
close
the wall.
To the wall. She was so close to the wall, and now Sludgy on the tail of and Sludgy taking over. Claire failing it a third time.
Sludgy didn't even go for this safety spin, and he made it past. I'm very surprised to see Claire go for that safety spin, considering everything she's been going for this whole run. Man, that was like, what, 4 falls? That is so damaging.
Ahead. That was very, very quick. Wow.
Alright, I wonder if, I think we're gonna see Claire go for the Jada Flutter. I don't know though. Yep, she's setting up for it.
And
alright, this will make up a little bit of this time. Very, very clean.
Yeah.
So that makes up maybe a second or two over Sludgy, but Sludgy is popped right back into the driver's seat on this one. Okay. And now the difference between them is 6 seconds. This is just, again, a great example of it can go back and forth, like, pretty much at any level. Yeah. We're probably going to see this happen throughout most of this race.
We also saw 2 different playstyles here again. Going for the safety flutter, one was going for the safety flutter, shake, sorry. The other one wasn't.
Although it was weird to see the roles reversed there, because considering everything Claire's been doing, I'm very surprised she went for that.
I mean, shake. She did JDA flutter and Sludgy didn't, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but I guess she's just not confident in being able to make that tight of a maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, it can be really finicky, that shake.
There's a bit of leeway on it though, and it looked like the shake was actually throwing her off because she like went really, really far to the left.
Yeah, and that's what caused her to fall down, because she shook at the wall. She got spin wrong.
It looked like one of the fails, she actually like spun and then just bonked on the ramp in front of her somehow. I'm not entirely sure though. I need to rewatch it.
So now we're in Cosmic Cove 1.
This is another level where it is super easy to just lose seconds.
Yeah. So they're collecting 15 coins to feed the Hungry Luma to like unlock another planet. But they will not go for the planet because it is actually faster to feed the Luma and then go back to collect the normal star. And then they select Cosmic Cove 1 again. And they don't have to grab all the coins, and they go straight for the planet.
I just want to point out, I don't know what they did differently, but Claire has already saved like a couple seconds on Sludgy in this star.
Oh yeah, wow man, they're like almost even again, like 2 seconds or something, maybe.
And I don't think they're perfectly tied yet because it looks like their timers are out of sync, and so I think Claire's stream might be slightly ahead, but this is literally what I was talking about at the start. It is so easy to lose seconds on this level when you're playing it seemingly perfectly.
Wow.
And now the difference between them is like less than a second.
Yes, it's crazy. Even considering that Claire's stream is like 0.5 seconds ahead, they're like even. Oh, Claire bonked there, but
crystals are so hard to break. Sometimes it is so annoying.
Yeah, they're just so unsatisfying to break.
The one in Melty Monster 1 at least has a somewhat consistent strategy, but even then it's kind of random.
Dude, I don't know why, but sometimes when you spin at that crystal, it just doesn't register.
You have to spin at it from the left side. It usually works better if you do it there.
Oh, really? That's so weird, man. This game.
The physics in this game are questionable at best.
Very well put.
Alright, I wonder if we're gonna see either of them get Bank Toad now, or... Okay, Sludgy's getting it now. I think Claire's also gonna get it. Okay, yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Does Sludgy have enough star bits in the Bank Toad this time? Okay, yes. They both have 9... They both have it maxed out. So, in Sludgy's recent PB, he had only 3,600 in the Bank Toad, and you need to get up to like at least like 4,700. So you have to actually spend time getting star bits in other levels.
And did he get them?
Yeah, he did. It was a PB, so he was able to get the remaining star bits, but it definitely cost him somewhere. I wasn't watching the entire run, but it probably cost him somewhere around like 30 seconds.
Oh god, yeah, collecting star bits in every level, dude. That just sums up to so much time.
Right, neither of them accidentally selected Cosmic Cove 2, which is always a pleasure to see.
Yes.
And noticed Claire did the fast water dive at the start, and I'm not entirely sure how that works. That's something I definitely need to learn.
Yeah, so they're grabbing star bits here because on the planet they unlocked earlier, you have to catch a bunny, and normally you can turn the planet to ice, so you can skate faster and get the bunny easier. But if you just shoot a star bit at the bunny at the beginning, it gets confused and runs straight into your arms.
Okay, I actually just want to point out something. So I wasn't paying attention to chat, so I didn't see this right away. Claire posted in chat something that is true that I completely forgot about. You can grab some star bit. You can grab star bits in some stars and actually not lose any time. But I don't have it memorized which stars you can do that on.
Yeah, but she definitely knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. And both runners managing to get that bunny strat. I think both these runners do the fast route, and I think they're going to do all the stars in the same order. I think the only difference we may see is Sludgy, I think, still does the old route for World 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think he knew about that at first. So in World 5, there's a reroute that was made semi-recently where after Shiverburn, you would normally do both stars in Upside Dizzy, then both stars in Boo Moon. It's actually slightly faster to do Boo Moon 1 first, then Upside Dizzy, and then Boo Moon Secret. And I think Sludgy still does the old variant.
Well, maybe he updated.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Okay, so Honeybloom Secret, we shouldn't see a whole lot of deviance here, but I'm very, very interested to see how Honeybloom 1 goes, because that could be another level where the tides shift.
Yeah, Honeybloom 1 is definitely one of the most interesting levels to watch. And Honeybloom Secret is, I think, the fastest star in the run.
I think it's not counting green stars, it's the fastest star in the game. Yeah, both of the runners did it really well. I noticed that Claire did her spins in different spots. I doubt there's any difference there, but it probably just comes down to personal preference where you do your spins.
Yeah. I think they did the same amount of spins, so yeah.
Yeah, I think 2 spins is optimal. Yeah. Both of them getting times under 17 seconds, I expect nothing less. That's like one of the easiest stars in the run to do consistently.
Yeah.
Right. And Honeybloom 1 is where we could again see a lot of variants. And they're synced again, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so let me explain a bit about Honeybloom 1. There are these clouds where you normally would have to have a power-up, like the cloud power-up or the bee power-up, to stand on without destroying them. But with the normal, when you don't have a power-up, you destroy the clouds when you touch them. But there's like a small frame, a small window where you can actually walk on them and jump off them. I think it's like 4 frames or something, correct me if I'm wrong.
I know, I heard it was 6, but I don't actually know. Right. I'm expecting Claire to pop off here. I'm expecting her to do Nemi strats.
Oh, she missed the first cloud jump. Again, they are tight. Oh, is that the Nemi strat?
Yeah, that's the Nemi strat.
And she got it.
Very clean from Claire.
Wow, that's very clean. Sludgy also doing a very,
Sludgy doing the more basic strat, but Claire actually pulled ahead just because of that.
Wow, the difference is big now. But yeah, she's in the lead now again.
She just pulled ahead by like 10 seconds just from that. Just from movement alone.
I didn't know that saved so much. Wow. That's crazy.
Things can still go wrong in this pole section. Nice pole section from Claire.
Sludgy also.
Sludgy gonna have to play it a little bit safe here because that Fuzzy was in a really bad spot.
Yeah. Oh, and he actually grabbed the beamer from.
It's a very minor difference, I think. I think not grabbing it is just slightly faster.
Yeah, because you don't have the power-up animation after the Oh, Claire.
What the heck happened there? Claire definitely should not have gotten stuck on that ceiling. It didn't look like she was falling into it.
I think she got stuck in the corner. The corners are weird in this game. Corners are so weird. Like sometimes when you jump off corners, like the very edge, you get low jumps, low long jumps and stuff. It's really weird.
Okay, so a little bit of a sloppy ending from Claire, but still managing to pull ahead by a significant amount. I love the noise that the Choppas make when you throw star bits at them.
Yeah.
It's just so random.
Wah, 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 wah.
You wouldn't expect them to be the kind of enemies that would make those noises.
Yeah.
Claire pressed A a little bit too early during that coin text box. Losing a few frames there. Sludgy also doing it. Man, these runners are horrible with these text boxes. Commentator being very blunt about his insults and his disrespect for how unoptimally these players are.
Commentator being really cocky after getting a new PB.
Feeling pretty boastful. Ego is going through the roof. Might have to shrink his head a little bit.
I think so too. They're both entering lava lair now. Where they'll be using a very interesting strat. Where they'll need a life mushroom to get some lava boost. Some really
what was Claire trying to do there?
Claire long jumped so early off that ledge. So early.
I actually expected her to make it. That gravity field is normally super lenient. I'm actually surprised that missed. That's a very minor death, but that already puts Sludgy back in the lead.
Yeah. So you want to grab this life mushroom for only one reason, for the lava boost. We'll see it later.
You need at least 4 health for a skip at the end, but now it's very important that they don't go below that. And it's very possible we could see one of them go. You can see one of them accidentally take 3 damage here. So what I'm interested in now is that Claire's cycles might. Yeah.
I think Claire has to do the backup.
If you don't get the wall jump there, you're losing 3 health.
So there's still a backup you can do.
unavoidable.
But the problem with the backup is that it's actually harder than the normal strat. It's tighter. And she lost another health there, so she has to get even more out of her way to
I thought she was gonna jump back into the laser there. That womp gave her some really weird momentum.
Yeah.
This is a very big lead for Sludgy.
Okay. Okay, both.
Okay, he's gonna have to do the backup strat now. I think he was actually initially going for it, which is really surprising. He had the health for it. If he dies here, this is gonna be so big. I'm clenching. Okay, wow, didn't even do spins. That was massively ballsy.
Wow, yeah, it was. Both
it is
with
so
one
hard
health.
to get a good. It is so hard to get a good angle for those long jumps.
Heavily scarred, but they're alive. Claire going for the double, the destroying thing.
She went for it again, I think, or maybe that was just the lineup she was using.
Yeah.
Those are some interesting lava layer segments.
Oh no! Oh no!
I didn't know there was I did not know there was lava there.
Okay, wait. That's actually a very minor time loss, though.
Yeah, once the door is broken, once the door opens, it will remain open even after you die.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like that in all the Bowser fights, I think. But I didn't even know there was lava back there. That's very surprising to me. So, interesting lava layers from both runners.
Yeah.
Sludgy's a little less interesting, but man,
they both had to do the backup. But Sludgy's ahead again. They changed these like 10 times now, I think.
Yeah, that was so crazy. Okay, I don't think we should see too much deviance here in the Bowser fight.
Yeah, like the first Bowser fight, there is nothing really interesting about it. You just want to get the hits as fast as possible. And like there are 3 variants of this Bowser fight. One in World 2, one in World 4, and one in World 6. They're getting harder from time to time. And in World 4 and in World 6, you can actually do some cycle manipulation with PvP, where they wait on the first cycle.
I haven't been paying attention. I think Claire might be going for the fast hits here. There's a variation of getting the hits on Bowser here where she went for it, but missed it. And then compounded the meteor into the planet.
That hurts. That always hurts.
She went for a strat that, where as the meteor is rising, you jump at a specific point in time, and it will actually allow you to ground pound. But you need to time it just right, and it's very hard to set the angle up. And she didn't go for it there.
Yeah. So she's definitely losing some time on Sludgy here.
Oh yeah, Sludgy is in a very comfortable position right now. This is like a lead of over 30 seconds, maybe even 40. We'll have to see. I'm honestly surprised that that second meteor went into the planet. I wasn't expecting it to.
Yeah,
it looked like it would just barely squeak past.
It's just, I don't know, like when Bowser is like on the opposite side of the planet and you still want to hit him, what I find to be really useful is like to shoot the golden thing a bit to the away from the planet, because that hitbox, you normally underestimate how big the hitboxes are when you don't see the edge of the planet.
Well, and I think in Lava Lair, especially the shell's hitbox has a lot of leeway. I think Claire could have aimed a little bit further out than that and probably wouldn't have had to worry about the shell.
Yeah. I think the shell doesn't even reflect the things in Lava Lair.
I've had it reflect me before.
In Lava Lair?
Yeah, I haven't had it happen in a while though. I could probably test it at some point, but I'm pretty sure it does. I know it does in Gravity Gauntlet too.
Okay. Yeah, I know it from Gravity Gauntlet and Galaxy Generator.
Yeah.
But I always thought it wasn't possible in Lava Lair.
Yeah, I think it always is possible. In fact, I don't even know if it's confirmed that the hitbox grows. I think we've just been led to believe that, and it does feel that way though.
Yeah.
So Sludgy selected that star at about 52:13, and so the lead is definitely over 30 seconds.
Now we will see a few very beautiful cloud momentum long jumps. So when you create a cloud, you can press C and immediately long jump to preserve the momentum you have from creating the cloud to get insane distances and height. Like that. I just think cloud momentum long jumps are one of the most beautiful things in this game.
I can confirm that the difference is about 35 seconds or so.
Wow, man.
Which can be made up.
It can, but
there's still over 2 hours left in this race.
Sludgy is still in a very good position here.
Yeah. That difference could even happen right now, because I imagine both of these runners are going to go for the one cycle.
Yeah.
And Sludgy is still fairly new to this strat, I think.
Didn't get enough height there for the long jump.
He could have just done a backflip. I don't know why he opted to do a single jump there. Alright.
Yeah, if he would have backflipped.
Oh, what?
Okay, I think
he got a pretty perfect ground pound there. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, the inputs for cloud canceling require you to press. It requires you to shake and then press Z in a very quick fashion, and those are the same inputs for spinning and then ground pounding. So if you accidentally do them on the same frame, you will get a frame perfect ground pound.
Oh wow, I never saw this strat Claire just did.
That was a nice mega side flip from Claire. Alright.
Was that a mega side flip?
It wasn't a mega side flip. It was
like the side flip from the momentum, yeah.
Yeah, you can instantly do a side flip on a cloud like that.
Yeah.
And then you can also combine that with the cloud's momentum to gain a lot of height. And that actually saved Claire a lot of time over Sludgy.
Yeah, she's still behind, but the difference is less now.
Yeah, it's under 20 seconds. That one cycle actually says it loses a lot of time to miss it. Okay, I'm gonna guess 680 for Sludgy and 730 for Claire.
730.
Okay, 750.
Guesses in the chat. The winner wins absolutely nothing.
Hey, they win the satisfaction of winning. That's what I
worth
always say.
something too. They win the honor. I'm guessing 670 for Sludgy and 690 for Claire.
Neither runner is opting to do the fast fireball. Commentator cannot approve.
Commentator shaking his head in disbelief.
That's amazing my head, dude. Alright, let's see what kind of patterns they get here. Great. Bottom left pattern for Sludgy. I'm gonna guess top right for Claire.
Okay, we have some guesses in chat. True
Okay,
Gamer
both runners getting bottom
500.
left.
Is it faster to spin backwards like Sludgy does?
I don't think it matters. It does. From what I've tested, I don't think it has any effect on your physics.
I was very wrong with my guess for Sludgy.
I was too. He still would have won Shiverburns at least, and that's really the one thing you have to be concerned about.
Oh, both getting exactly 600. Wow, that's a plot. That's a plot they planted against us.
Okay, they still would have won Shiverburns, so it really helps to have that down.
Yeah. Now Shiverburn. No, that's not Shiverburn. That's Freezy Flake.
Yeah, Freezy Flake.
Flake won. Yeah, they both have to get the first cycle with the second Fire Flower. If Sludgy doesn't get it here, Claire can pull ahead.
Yes. Missing that Fire Flower cycle is 20 seconds, just gone right away.
Yeah, it is 20 seconds, and it's only 20 seconds if you do the backup perfectly.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've heard that there is a way you could get the Comma Medal and blow up the Bowser statue with one Fire Flower, but I bet it's barely possible.
Yeah, I've tried
RTA
that.
viable.
It is possible, but yeah, as you just said, it's not RTA viable. At least it doesn't seem like it.
Sludgy just randomly got that little cube thing.
What cube thing?
Yeah, there's a cube on that planet where it can either spawn enemies or coins if you spin it.
Oh. Okay, Claire getting the clip. There's a small little clip you can do there.
Yeah, that's a minor optimization. That'll take her a couple seconds, I think.
And Claire also getting the...
Both of them easily getting it. Claire had
Yeah.
like 2 seconds to spare.
Yeah. She could have destroyed that snowball like 5 more times or something.
Sludgy taking 2 lava bounces there.
Yeah.
I think he opted to throw a fireball before... Oh, Claire also doing it. I don't actually know if this is faster or not.
Claire got it perfectly, by the way. And the difference is now like 15 seconds?
It's less than 10.
Oh, it's less than 10.
It's
I'm
like
really
6.
bad at guessing. I'm really bad at guessing.
It's like 6 based on their split times. But yeah. I don't actually know if it's faster to throw the fireball before hitting the lava or not, because you delay hitting the lava.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Commentator,
But I think it's still faster. I don't know.
both runners just completely disrespecting Luigi. Not letting him have a chance to shine, just leaving him in the dust. How rude of brothers they are.
Every time Luigi is at the start of a galaxy, desperately wanting to take the place of his brother. Not a chance.
All Luigi wants is just one chance in the spotlight, and neither runner is letting him have it. That is just so shameful.
Disrespectful.
Right? Both runners are doing the camera manip here. Sludgy had...
Oh!
I don't trust in this cycle for Sludgy. He was very slow on the first planet. I don't...
Still going
He's
for
going
it.
for it. Okay, I think he can make it, but this is super tight.
That was very tight.
That is the tightest I think I've seen someone make that cycle in a while.
Yeah.
Normally you want to have a little bit more leeway than that. Right.
Yeah, Sludgy just extended his lead again, at least a bit.
So that's already like 4 deaths for Claire, and Sludgy has none, and she's still barely behind. This goes to show, like, how much time the strats Claire is doing is saving.
Yeah. Sludgy doing a curved flutter there.
Yeah.
Oh, and directly fluttering into the star. Very beautifully
that
executed.
way. Normally, I've seen runners either dismount when doing that flutter or have to grab the flower grapple. I've never seen them go directly into the star.
Have you seen Nemi's world record? Because he's flying directly into the star.
Yeah, he dismounts into the star.
Oh, he dismounts. Okay, and Claire also
nuts.
Fluttering into the star without dismounting.
Yeah, because it is nuts the way Nemi does, because if you miss the dismount into the star, you're dead. So...
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing for you to land on. And even if there was, there isn't really a way you can get to the star without Yoshi.
Man, if you would get, like, style points for this run.
Okay, so...
Sludgy entering Long Jump Simulator here.
Yeah, Long Jump Simulator 2010.
I think I counted it one time. It's like 27 long jumps or something.
Yeah, and you also have to do, I think, 2 spins or 3. Because there's what was that movement there? Just doing an awkward jump around the octopus. Very awkward.
I think he...
A little shy, you know, doesn't really want to get too close to the octopus. Probably thinks they'll bully him. I mean, strength in numbers, you know.
Commentator commentating on every single 0.1 second time loss there. Very shameless.
Getting criticized, getting awfully offended here.
It just sounded so... The way you said it. Very weird movement there. I don't know.
Yeah, that jump that he did to get around the octopus, it just looked kind of awkward. I don't see many runners do that.
Maybe he just wanted to avoid it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It is very easy when trying to long jump through the octopus. It is very easy to get hit by them, and then you just get knocked off the stage and you die. And it feels really bad. But I noticed Claire slowed down on that long jump as she was passing by that really thin strip, but luckily she didn't die from it.
I think it just dropped an A input or something.
Yeah. This game does occasionally like to drop your inputs at the most convenient times.
Oh, it wasn't 27, it was 37 because True Gamer just counted it and Sludgy did 39 long jumps.
Okay. So, this is a level where minor time losses really make a difference here. Because missing pretty much any movement mistake in beat block 1 costs you the cycle, and it's around 8 seconds at least.
Yeah.
It's also very hard to back up, because usually you have to improvise. So, we're just gonna have to see what happens here, and I noticed Claire did the optimal way of feeding the Hungry Luma, where you hold B during the text boxes, and that way you can just aim your pointer at the screen. Yes. Okay. Yeah, waiting for the camera line before beginning those long jumps. Single jumping there.
Yeah, this is the point.
I think this is still fine. Yeah, this is still fine. If you get that cycle, you're on good pace.
It has more leeway than you might think, I think.
It does and it doesn't, if that makes sense.
Because, you know, even when the blocks disappear, they're still here for like a few frames. You can still
Claire
jump
had
off
a
them.
weird safety spin at one point, but she's still making the cycle. Like, and
Yeah.
I think oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Sludgy playing with fire there.
Claire.
That was a very sketchy angle from Claire. I thought she was going to hit the needle.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that final long jump is so bad because the angle is just barely not in a notch.
Yeah.
You have to, like, it's not perfectly upright or straight right. It's, like, just slightly above the right notch.
But what maybe helps is when you long jump straight to the right, you can still adjust your angle mid-air. It's a little bit slower, but you still get to the block.
Or you could do a spin, but, you know, that loses frames, and we're speedrunners, so we like to go fast.
Yeah, I hate losing frames.
And also you run the risk of spin bonking on one of the blocks, and if that happens, you're usually screwed.
Yeah. So this is the last planet of the...
I've had that mistake happen before, and it is so annoying.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, yeah.
He went back on the button before he finished feeding the Hungry Luma, so he had to call it back and give it. That was literally like one more star, but he had to wait for like maybe 1 to 2 more frames.
And they're exactly even again.
It feels so terrible to have that happen because you only have yourself to blame.
Yeah.
Sludgy cannot be happy about that.
Flip swap, where they will both exploit the momentum of the red and blue platforms to go zoom.
If I don't see an optimal fourth super jump from Claire, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I don't imagine she's gonna go for it. It's so stupid. Nice save from Sludgy. Okay, not even bothering with it. I don't blame him for that. That first super jump is so bad. It's very awkward to back up.
Yeah, the first one is the hardest.
Lead.
The first one is the hardest.
Actually, I used to think the second one was the hardest, but then I found a setting for it that works. Claire having a very clean flip swap, on the other hand.
Yeah,
I think she's setting up for it.
She set up for it, but she didn't.
She set up for it, but she didn't get the right amount of momentum, so
yeah.
she had to ditch it. There's a strat for that fourth super jump where you can get a good amount of momentum and just go straight to the star platform, but it is so hard.
Yeah, she got more height than distance there. That's why she wasn't able to go for it.
Is that really why it is? Because I always thought it just mattered what your angle was.
No, you sometimes it's like the timing is so tight that you could say that it's RNG basically. But it depends, yeah, like it depends where you are and where you long jump. And when you long jump, sometimes you get more height, sometimes you get more distance. The angle doesn't really matter what you're holding on the control.
Yeah, I know Hardcore has messed with it a lot, so I'll probably ask him for more info.
Yeah, Hardcore actually goes for it almost every run.
Yeah, Hardcore is yet another one of those people who, like, he is catching up to Nemi's level, and I know I've gloated about taking back second place. It would not be surprising to me if he took it back within the next week. Like, he is that insane at the game. Like, his sum of best is, like, in the low 255s, and that's over 2.5 minutes better than my sum of best, so...
255.15.
Yeah, we could very easily see a lead switch in terms of second place within not very long. Alright. I need to pay close attention here to make sure no spinies go off screen. This is a star where you do have to be paying attention to that. Once you get experience enough with the game, it's a lot easier to like see a spine and go off camera, and then you take like a brief glimpse at the counter, and you're like, oh, it didn't go up. But occasionally, it slips past you.
Also, it's crucial to not lose any momentum there, because when you bonk at a wall with Rainbow Mario, you lose all your speed and have to build it up again, which is very annoying.
Okay.
And
jumping. I hate this last spiny so much. It is always in the worst possible position.
Yes, either it's in the mud, either you jump over it. It's just never. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could you maybe like mess with that by changing the camera?
I've had situations where the spiny is like right next to where the star spawns, but I do not know how to replicate it consistently. There's probably there's probably some funky camera manip you can do, but I think I've also seen runners get that spiny earlier, but I don't know if you can do that without losing speed. It would really have to depend on where the spiny is when you start.
Yeah. And enemy movement. Yeah, and enemy movement is depending completely on RNG in this game. And Yoshi Star C was actually one of those stars where you basically could have even if you played it perfectly, time loss because of enemy movement. And there is actually one more star in this
Crystal
game.
jump?
Yes,
nice. That is so precise.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, most of the top of those crystals is sloped.
And Sludgy getting
Sludgy
it
go for it too. I didn't know that
as well.
And all right, I just have to hope neither of them get the soft lock.
Until recently, I didn't believe that you could soft lock there.
Did you learn the hard way?
I didn't learn the hard way, but I saw another runner learning it the hard way.
It's worse if it happens in Sky Station 1, because that basically kills your run.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you could just exit level, or I don't know if the timer still runs or not. You could maybe let the timer run out and then just die, but I don't know if the timer would still keep counting down. Because I know it pauses during cutscenes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't you have to intentionally? I mean, if you're shooting starbits at Pee-wee, sometimes you get kind of carried away. I've had this happen to me too, where like I'll just spam all of my starbits away, especially if you're trying to get rid of as many of them as possible. Sometimes you'll just hit Pee-wee at the wrong time and it just causes the soft lock.
Yeah, it's so weird. No gamer, you don't have to intentionally do it. There's actually another section in this run. You can soft lock in so many spots.
And it happens once in a blue moon, so commentator's curse, we shouldn't see it happen.
Yeah. So in what's it called? I forgot. No. It's in
Boulder Bowl ladder.
Boulder Bowl. Yeah, Boulder Bowl ladder. That's where another soft lock can happen. No one knows why. It happened today to Rotana. Oh yes, Sludgy.
There's some optimizations that have been made to Tall Trunk 1 lately. I don't know if Claire knows about them though. She didn't go for the fruit bounce you can do on that. Land it there. See if she goes for the spin bonk here. No. Okay. It barely saves any time anyways. Like each of those optimizations I just mentioned maybe saves a second. And I don't think we're going to see Sludgy do either of them either, yeah. I think he could have kept fluttering. So that'll cost him a little bit of time. Not too much, though.
Claire got a frame-perfect ground pound there.
Yeah. And it's so crazy to think Claire has had, like, what, 5 deaths so far? And she is still so far ahead of Sludgy. And this race is blowing my mind.
Do you know what Claire's SOB is?
I don't know, off the top of my head. It's probably in like the 257s. Oh yeah,
yep.
Sorry Immortal, no tree slide. Shouts to Immortal XR. Tree Slide being Tall Trunk 2, for those who don't know. It's unfortunately not in any percent despite being a very cool level. Man, both runners just leaving their Yoshis in the dust. Totally sticking to the belief that Yoshis are tools to be used and discarded.
Discarding them makes you faster, though. Can you blame them?
Thankfully, Yoshis are immortal, and he will live there forever. So
You can't get rid of Yoshis.
Don't worry about his well-being. He's fine. Yoshi is everybody's favorite horse, and we know he's a horse because he lays eggs.
Isn't he a... Yoshi is a horse.
Mm-hmm. Shouts to the Super Mario World race from AGDQ 2018. And Yabi. That was a weird, not long jump from Claire. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I think her momentum just kind of got stopped.
Yeah.
Platform skip. Nice.
Nice.
I don't know the timing for those long jumps. I haven't figured it out yet.
Claire is pulling ahead so fast. Wow.
Oh, we're coming up on Fearsome Fleet.
Oh yeah, we're coming up on Fearsome Fleet.
I know Claire does question block, brother. Claire, I know, does it. I think Sludgy recently started doing it, so we should see both of them go for it. Sludgy also getting platform skip.
Is it
This
fair to
strat
argue?
is... Question block flutter is the strat where you fail it, you're just losing a minute, no arguments allowed. Yeah, I doubt any skips will be found in Tall Trunk 2 anytime soon. The slide just seems so linear based, and I think it doesn't necessarily loop back on itself, if that makes sense, which means it's probably not feasible to jump from a higher section to a lower section, not to mention the death planes everywhere.
Yeah.
See, the thing with most slides in video games and why you can skip them so easily is that they loop back on themselves in a way. So
Immortal, if you want to see that slide, just watch a 120 run or a 242 or a Green Stars run. Especially in Green Stars, you have to do that like 3 times. Or 2? No.
No, it's just for Green Star 3.
Oh, okay. So
although if you die to getting Green Star 3, then you get to see it more than once. Which is possible because that Green Star is super annoying.
It is.
Alright. This flutter is super far back.
Yes, it is. And she's still going for it. She could have, like, just backed up.
Oh, she's dying. I feel like she could have landed on those platforms and just fluttered from there to the question block.
Sludgy's ahead for now.
Alright.
She could have still, like, changed angles later.
Yeah,
to salvage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay.
Oh,
Sludgy doing a much safer setup, but not getting the right momentum. Oh my gosh, this is so tense. This is so intense. I can't
Sludgy
believe
got
what
a
I'm
pretty
seeing.
good angle. Claire getting to the question block.
Claire's going for her setup.
Oh.
This is a new setup Claire found recently.
Oh, no.
That setup is so hard. I've messed with it. Sludgy barely making it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sludgy definitely in the driver's seat now.
Yes.
He is in a very, very comfortable lead here.
That's what Viper was talking about when he said 1 minute, you lose 1 minute, no arguments allowed.
Yeah.
That's exactly the argument that is not allowed there.
Yeah. That strat that Claire found, it's theoretically faster because you don't have to spend time setting up the angle, but it's also way harder.
Yeah. She tries it again. Oh!
No,
she got a late flutter! Ah, man.
At this point, I think she should just do the regular question block flutter.
Okay, Sludgy getting even more comfortable in his driver's seat now.
Yeah. This is like over a minute and a half now for sure. It looks like Sludgy's having a really good Mega Hammer fight.
Yeah.
Right. Not very close to Mega Hammer though. I wonder if this Bullet Bill's gonna store. Okay, it did. It's rare you see the Bullet Bill not store.
I bet Claire is going for it again.
No, I don't want her. I don't want her to. Okay,
oh, no,
she's setting up for the regular question block Claire now. I think she heard me. Okay, this is looking really good.
Looking fun. Yeah, it's looking.
She got the angle pretty quickly too, so.
Yeah,
okay,
perfect.
Very nicely done. Man,
how much difference is there? Like 2 minutes now?
It's got to be close to that. Hey, behind the castle though. Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah.
Sludgy is known to have trouble with behind the castle, so we could definitely see him mess that up.
Sludgy should get a pillow because he's becoming so comfy. Greenfish once says.
Yeah. Wrapped up in a Snuggie, laying back on the couch, got the remote in his hand, watching some Disney Plus. Still into some action-packed Marvel movies, I can imagine.
Does he like them?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just a guess. Right, Claire having a decent start to her Mega Hammer fight. I'm noticing her pointer's spazzing out a lot. I don't know if that's just because she's holding her Wii remote in a funny way, or if that's her sensor bar messing up on her.
There is like so much things that can really mess up the pointer thing. Yeah. Yes. It's so weird. It's sunlight, it's signals, everything can mess up the pointer. It's technology from 2006.
That was a long load on Sludgy's end. And I don't know if he's on disc or VC, but if he's on VC, then that's a really long load. But yeah, this time difference is looking like a minute and a half, I think, maybe a little bit more than that. It was like a minute 40.
I think it's close to a minute 40.
But that's what's really stupid about the pointer messing up, is that it just... If there's something in Yoshi's mouth and the pointer isn't on camera, he just shoots it straight forwards, and that's what happened to Claire.
Yeah. Maybe like a safety method for that is like setting Yoshi up so he faces straight towards the boss, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
I think that would probably actually be really helpful. Although it might be a bit harder to get out of the way of oncoming bullet bills.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you don't have as easy of access to momentum.
Your guess was pretty close, by the way. Greenfishes just announced that the difference is 1 minute and 41 seconds.
Commentator on point with his time guesses today.
It really does fuel the commentator's ego.
Right. Pretty average Sweet Mystery 1 from Sludgy.
Yeah.
This is kind of the standard Sweet Mystery 1 that most top level runners do.
Are they gaming or no? Shadow 64 asks.
This is kind of gaming, if you want to consider it that. I bet we're gonna see Claire go for berry bounces.
The IL strap?
Not like the IL strap, but like what Nemi does.
Oh, I think I remember.
I know Claire knows that strat. I would not be surprised if she went for it. It looks super sweet if you get it. Get it? Sweet mystery. Commentator trying his best to make puns, but they're not funny at all. DK saying, not funny, didn't laugh. This difference can definitely be overcome for sure, but it might be tricky. Alright, this is looking like a really good angle from Claire. It might barely be far back enough. Yeah. Really, really solid angle. Okay, no, she's not going for it. If she were to, like, side flip and start fluttering facing leftwards, she would have been going for it.
Tukes, this is exactly the place where epic gaming is happening. You came to the right place.
It is speed gaming after all. Alright.
Sludgy getting to the boss platform.
Yeah. That was... There was pretty much no question about that.
Yeah. There are a few factors that can change whether you are too far back or too far in the front.
Yeah, usually if you're too far back, you'll just end up in the star shroom, and that loses you like 10 seconds maybe.
I think more. I don't know. I can't really guess that. I'm bad at guessing. I shouldn't guess at all.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I don't know, because like you have to enter the launch star, and it takes like forever for the launch star to take you to.
Also,
boss
you
planet.
land on the wrong side of the planet, so you have to get to the other side.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more than 10 seconds then, but it's still better than dying.
I really wonder if or when Claire will catch up to Sludgy, or what she will be using, what strats she will be using to catch up.
There's a lot of opportunities in World 4 for big mistakes to happen.
Yeah. Wait, Sludgy didn't die once, right?
Yeah, Sludgy, I think Sludgy's run is still deathless.
Wow. The only big time loss I can think of on Sludgy's end is like where he like took 30 seconds or more, like probably more than that for Yoshi Star 1 flutter.
Trying to think of where else he had.
Oh, Claire going for the safety strap.
She must not have been confident that she would make it to the boss planet.
Yeah. But it looked good.
Yeah, that did look pretty good. Like she landed in a decent spot on the roof, so maybe she thought she was a little too far forward.
Maybe she doesn't want to take any chances to risk any more time loss.
I mean, if you have a good setup, making it to the boss planet really isn't that hard. Alright.
Oh, Sludgy going for that long jump there.
That is such a tight angle to make.
Yeah. For a second I thought he was just gonna fall off, but...
It's easy to fall off there.
But luckily the hitboxes for launch stars are that big.
A bit of a safety shot would be to just jump around the wall and land on the other side first. Sludgy making the optimal cycle at the start, so really the important part is the first room. I wonder if he knows to wait here. I don't think that was long enough. He probably doesn't know.
Doesn't it like reset the cycle?
Well, if you wait a little bit. Okay, actually, that might have been.
You got it.
We'll
You got
see.
it.
No, oh, you did. Got it. Okay. So for some reason, if the gravity switches immediately after that cutscene ends, and when you drill into where the star is, you'll just grab the star automatically instead of having to jump into it.
Oh, okay.
That normally requires you to have to wait a little bit before drilling. It's really weird. I don't understand why it works. But I found that while just messing around.
There, got the frame perfect ground pound and a very beautiful long jump.
That long jump was so close to the edge.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Mario can just kind of stand on air in this game in a few places.
Yeah, we will see that now. If Sludgy goes for the ledge thing.
I think he will.
Yeah, he will. So yeah, that's Mario walking on air. How?
And also just walking on a slope as if it were a regular floor.
Yeah.
You didn't get a backflip there.
And Mario getting pushed off by dogs. Also,
Wolf.
only in Galaxy 2.
Can we get some dog emotes in chat?
Yeah. Wait. They're like, oh my.
Losing like
Oh my
3 chomp cycles. That's a pretty big time hit. There's the oh my dog. That's a big opportunity for Claire to save time. It's not obviously not enough to get her back in the lead, but it would still be
those
really
small
helpful.
steps, those small steps that are helpful. Sludgy getting the slope thing to align perfectly.
Yeah. Now we got some resident sleeper action coming up here. So we're gonna have to pay attention to how Claire does. I wonder if Claire's gonna go for the I know I'm sounding like a broken record here, but I bet we're gonna see Claire go for the optimizations on this first planet that basically requires you to get a jump cancel.
What's a jump cancel?
It's the frame perfect jump.
Oh, okay. It's called.
I just call it jump cancels. Okay, she didn't get it. There's, I think Jada found this as well, where you can make an even faster chomp cycle. And there's also a slight optimization you can do. So in Sky Station 1, we stand still after the Luma finishes talking to us to make the cutscene end sooner. You can do the same thing here, like that. And then by crouching before you enter the launch star, you can keep the momentum when going onto that second planet and avoid the landing stun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
And it saves like I think it saves like 0.6.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Claire, by the way, gained some time on Sludgy there.
Yeah, she did for sure. Probably like, let's see here. Yeah, Sludgy lost about 11 to 12 seconds on that star, based on his in-game time, so Claire probably saved that amount. And if Claire gets the fast cycle and Chomp works too, then that's about 6 more seconds, which I don't think Sludgy has pulled off before.
The fast cycle in jump works too. Oh yeah, I just confused jump works 2 with jump works C.
Yeah. Now there isn't really a fast cycle. Oh no. I don't think that matters.
Got the coin.
Yeah. Gonna lose a second from the coin text boxes, I think. I don't know. I don't know anymore, but I think this is a level where you would lose time. I think it matters if there's any other text boxes.
Sludgy disrespecting the spring power-up that Nintendo put in this level with love.
Yeah, I don't think that was fast enough to make the fast cycle either. You need like running speed for that triple jump off the slope.
Yeah. How much time does it save if you get fast cycle?
It's like 6 seconds.
6 seconds, okay.
But you need to play really well to get those 6 seconds. Okay, yeah, I've also seen a lot of runners do this, where they like go off to the left. It doesn't seem that much. Wait a minute. Is that a relay cycle?
I think it.
I'd have to look at the in-game time.
Okay.
I
think it
don't know.
Because he took some time at the bottom of the planet. I don't know.
I'll look at his in-game time and then look at what my PB got for in-game time.
The in-game time was 56 seconds and 60.
Okay.
60.
Alright, I'll see what my PB got here real quick.
Claire got frame perfect jump there, by the way. So she's on a good way to... Oh, and she...
No, that bomb killed it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, that might have been early cycle, but I'm not sure, because my PB got early cycle, but it got a 54, which is only 2 seconds faster.
I think it could have been early cycle.
Yeah. It's hard to tell, sometimes. Alright, so now we're beginning our backtrack to World 2, because it's placed earlier in the route now to save time in routing in the world map for World 4.
Also one of the fastest stars.
Ooh, missing a purple coin. Missing 2 purple coins. Making a lot of circles.
Missing 2 more.
This is such a mundane looking star. It's
Commentators shaking their heads in disbelief.
It's a mundane star in a way that, like, it looks so easy, but it's actually one of the hardest stars in the run.
Yeah.
At the halfway point for the run in terms of stars, though. Because that is star number.
Wow.
Yeah, because that is star number 35. And Claire is still, like, only 1 level behind. I think Claire is definitely netting time save throughout all of World 4.
Sludgy entering the cursed galaxy. So
I like how you put that. Alright.
there's a pretty interesting skip coming up, which was discovered. Was it discovered recently?
Well, this method was discovered by Jada recently, but the skip itself has been known since, like, the game came out. They're also missing a purple coin at the very start. And have to maneuver through the cosmic clones. That's the big issue with missing purple coins in this level, is that you're just gonna run right into the cosmic clones because they've already gone down that path.
But doing jumps, these little hops. So I think we can expect Sludgy to go for the new method, right?
Yeah, I think he does.
So what happens there, for those of you who don't know, normally when you touch a ramp while being in the state of rolling, there's a setup animation which launches you to the second planet. But whenever you roll on the ramp while spinning, it cancels the animation and you can roll freely on the ramp and change directions.
And you can jump.
And you can jump, yeah. So
it saves about 5 seconds over doing the regular variant of the skip, I think it was timed. And it probably saves also around that much over doing the mid-air rock jump that Nemi did.
Yeah.
By the way, Nemi doing the mid-air rock jump in general was just an incredibly nuts decision.
Yeah.
Especially when the route got changed so that Boulder Bowl 1 is now like an hour and 50 minutes into the run. Like, this star has been moved, and this star's position in the run has been moved around so many times at this point.
But when Nemi did it, it was early, right? Because Nemi still played on the old route.
Yeah, Nemi still did the Puzzle Plane Comet early route.
Yeah.
Which was the route for about a year before the Puzzle Plane Comet route was made. That moved all of this World 2 backtracking to in the middle of World 4. Right.
Okay, she better bonk there. Ah, ooh, okay.
Oh, stop it, Claire.
Claire.
It is so hard to back this up.
Yeah. Okay, she got it.
Okay, that looked like a really low jump.
Yeah, but you know the speed you're getting from being in the state of rolling, it just...
Yeah, especially if you add a shake.
Yeah, like, it doesn't really matter. The trick was really precise before with the long jump, but now it's just go for it. If you go for it with enough speed and with the spin, nothing.
The main risk is if you don't... there are 2 main risks with that. One is you can either not turn enough, and then you don't make it into the planet's gravity field, which usually when that happens is just kind of a lack of good timing. But then you can also not jump, and you would just flat out miss and you will flat out take the ramp, and then you have to die.
Yeah.
Or do the second planet the intended way, which, no.
Yeah, so as weird as it sounds, practicing that trick a few times, even if it looks easy and easy to perform, is quite a good decision.
Mm-hmm. There are some good visual cues for the old method of the skip, though.
Yeah. Still
okay, that Goomba didn't stop. so I was really surprised it didn't stop in the middle of the dirt of the mud.
No soft lock. This is the spot I was talking about earlier, where you can long jump without anyone knowing why.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Normally we have that Goomba like stop, and then we cross the dirt patch, and then we lure the Goomba there. But Sludgy just kept the Goomba going, and it just made it all the way over to the Irmo. I don't think I've ever seen the Goomba extend on its run for that long.
I mean, even when the Goomba loses track of Mario, he continues to run for like 3 seconds in the direction where he saw Mario the last time. So maybe Sludgy used that.
Yeah, normally though, if you don't stop him, he just stops in the middle of the dirt patch, and you can't get him out before he gets squished.
Yeah. Like this star, even especially when you play it casually, but even in speedruns, can be so infuriating because of the Goomba.
And you only get 2 of them, so if both of them die, you have to redo the entire level.
Yeah.
It's such a massive time loss.
Let's see if Claire's does the extended thing. No, she takes damage there.
Yeah, this is a standard way of doing it.
Yeah. Let's hope she doesn't get damaged, because that's one potential factor for the... Okay, no, she didn't softlock. Thank God.
Okay.
It's so weird. Still, no one knows what causes it, because taking damage was thought to be the main cause, but...
The one time it happened to me, it didn't involve taking damage.
Okay.
But also it happened in a 242 run while I was playing with Luigi.
Ah, man.
And in the 1545 of all occasions.
Oh no.
It was a good time. Thankfully, this game autosaves.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder if Claire's gonna get the team herself in Hightail Falls Comet. If she didn't fall down like 3 times in Hightail Falls 1.
I bet she's not going for the safety flutter. Sludgy missing the... Oh, the dismount, but he got it. Nice.
Very solid Hightail Falls Comet from Sludgy. Really, that star just comes down to getting that jump at the very end.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing.
If you miss that, I think it's like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Slopes in this game are so weird. Slopes and edges are so weird on this game concerning momentum. It's so crazy what you can do.
Okay, it's RNG time.
Oh yeah. Like, this is the star which can screw up even the best runners. If they get the worst RNG ever.
I have once had an occasion where I did hit the last crabber when the timer still had 1 second remaining, but the game didn't count it and I died.
Yeah, because it only counts the crabber when it despawns, so
I think the counter did like go up to 30, but it was like a few frames too late.
I think that happened to me too, I think. Maybe my first run ever.
Getting the rock mushroom and then instantly losing it. That's a couple seconds. Oh no. That's not a good start. That's not the start you want to have with Mortal Kombat. Getting a lot of good combos here though.
But I was about to say, the crab movement is really good.
I think he just has that one blue crabber left. Okay, I think that's all the blue crabbers. He can still finish this with like over 20 seconds remaining, I think. His last 2 crabbers aren't too spread out. Okay, maybe.
But he got really good crab RNG there. So even though he was even though he played a little bit sloppy, he still got 18 seconds left on the timer.
He accidentally rolled through that one rock mushroom, so it's... I don't know if he knows that visual cue or not, but it would have been hard to tell where the star is without memorizing that location.
Oh yeah.
Because that is a good visual cue to go by, is that if you can keep track of where that rock mushroom is, the star is going to spawn there every time.
Okay, let's see what RNG Claire is getting. Sludgy got an 18 on the timer.
Yeah, but it also matters where you are in relation to the star once you finish, because Sludgy was pretty far away.
Of course.
So you can have semi-bad RNG, but then you can the run can still be good enough if you are like right next to the star.
Okay, going for the green crabbers at first. Very
like
good decision.
Cyan.
Oh, cyan, green, whatever.
Yeah.
I say green because the mushrooms they drop are green. Missing that one. Yeah, the movement of the cyan.
the blue crabbers are just so bad. I hate them so much.
I like how we called the crabber cyan, blue, and green.
I normally call them blue, but really they do look cyan. It's just kind of a habit.
Oh yeah,
all right.
Claire also
slightly worse. It looks like she's gonna cut it. Close again. So 10 seconds remaining. That's not too great, but as long as you don't die, that's all you can hope for.
Yeah.
And now we're visiting
having a good first phase. Yep.
Sludgy's kind of running away with it at this point.
I mean, we're already halfway through the run. I mean,
at this point, we'll have 40 stars.
So 31 more for Claire to catch up, for Sludgy to make mistakes, or to Sludgy to pull ahead.
Yeah,
even more.
Sludgy has had a pretty decent world for so far, and I don't think Claire's made that many mistakes either. It's just that she's been making a lot more tiny errors that have been adding up.
And Sludgy is still deathless, I think, right?
Yeah, because like I think all I can name for Sludgy was the Chompworks 1 beginning. Up for Claire, I think there was a Flipsville 1, Chompworks 2, and Boulder Bowl 1 that have set her back. There's still a decent amount of World 4 left to go, though, so...
Yeah. Also, there's Starshine Beach 1 coming up.
Yeah.
Deciding factor if you get the flutter or not at the beginning.
And of course, there's Behind the Castle, which, like I said earlier, Sludgy kind of has a bad history with that. So, it's very possible we could see Claire catch up there.
Yes.
Sludgy again, walking right past Luigi. Not giving a damn. Not even talking to him. Mage.
Just gonna enjoy the sweets, not let Luigi have any, because, you know, sharing isn't caring. Mario Brothers confirmed to be selfish. Or at least Mario is, I don't know about Luigi.
Well, have you ever seen Luigi dipping Mario? No. Dipping, I don't know.
Well, of course we don't see Luigi ditching Mario, because he never appears in any of these games. Okay, looks like Claire also got a perfect Gobble Gut based on her IL time.
Luigi doesn't appear in Super Mario Galaxy 2, confirmed. He left the game.
I mean, I think in Paper Mario, there's like an entire like subplot about how Luigi wants so badly to have his own adventure and he doesn't get one.
Oh man. That game has a great storyline.
I've never played it. I really should at some point. Okay, this next star could be a huge determining factor in how much times can be saved or lost between runners. It is so easy for mistakes to snowball on Flipsville Comet.
Yes. Because if you don't get one cycle, the next cycle gets even harder to get.
And also your movement gets completely thrown off. And it's even worse if you miss a purple coin in a room and have to backtrack for it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you miss a cycle, you'll try to play quickly so that you lose the minimum amount of time possible, but then you drill at the wrong time and in the wrong place, and you miss like one purple coin, and all of a sudden, you have to make an entire cycle to go back for it. Alright, and Sludgy is doing the very, very safe beginner route here. Which I don't really know how much time this loses to the current route, but it's definitely over like 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know Claire goes for the fastest route. So if she doesn't make any mistakes, she's saving a lot. She could save a lot of time on Sludgy here. I'll have to take a look at Sludgy's in-game time once he finishes to see how much time he would lose.
Yeah, he did it well so far. This strat at least.
Okay. It doesn't matter that he didn't drill there. He would have to wait for the gravity to switch here anyways. Okay. Pretty clean execution of that route. Like I said, that route is very safe. You don't have to really worry too much about making tight cycles or anything. Pretty much every cycle in that route is super lenient.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Sludgy's
See,
in
Claire can like get a few seconds.
Oh wow!
back here.
Oh wow! That was a 111. That doesn't even lose that much. That doesn't even lose 10 seconds. If you do the route perfectly, you can get like a 103 in game time, but usually runners will get like a 104 or 105.
Oh wow. Okay, looking good so far for
Right.
Claire.
That was a very solid middle room. So provided everything goes well from here, this upper left-hand room is the final hard part, in my opinion. She nails it.
Nice.
Ooh, not getting a triple jump there. I think she's still fine. Yeah, she should still be fine. Ooh, not getting... I think she's just gonna opt to save those purple coins for her next trip to the middle room.
Oh yeah,
So
she could have gotten those two instantly. Yeah.
I don't know if she could have afforded to wait there. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna make a quick detour to get these.
So crazy how big the hitbox gets when you drill. Yeah.
She should still be saving time over Sludgy. That was very close on Sludgy's end. That chomp almost broke because of how late he pushed the button.
Yeah, and he also got wrecked by the shadows, but it doesn't really matter as soon as you, as long as you hit the button.
Yeah, and Claire still saved 2 seconds over Sludgy, so not much, but it helps.
Oh, yeah.
And now here comes the important part. Sludgy has to make sure he remembers to open the gate. That he can actually get the time save from this route.
Does it save time to open the gate early there?
It does, actually. The reason why is because if you complete Starshine Beach 1 first, then there will be an extra path drawing cutscene. Whereas if you open that gate first, then both paths will be unlocked at the same time, so there will be no additional cutscene.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that's the reason why we have to do that World 2 backtrack in the middle of World 4. So we can have enough stars for that to be possible. Because I think that barrier takes 40 stars to unlock. Starshine Beach 1 is another level which, like Garbor said, this level has a lot of variance to it.
Yeah, especially for the first flutter. There are like, I don't know, I can think of 2 different ways or 3 different ways you can set this flutter up.
Yeah, I know of only 2, and I think Sludgy's gonna do the... Oh, no, he's doing the fast one.
But he's getting a good angle.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Perfect line up there.
What helps there for getting a good angle like this is for the camera change he did, and for the second or for the double jump, Like aim slightly to the right. That's the thing that.
Yeah, I need to learn that flutter at some point, so I'll probably ask around and see what a consistent way for doing it is. Alright, well, we got this final dismount. Nice.
Nice. As I said, I do it like that, and it works almost every time.
Yeah. Co-commentator revealing flaws in a commentator's gameplay.
How will this affect his ego?
Commentator's ego starting to deflate a little bit. Maybe realizing he isn't a great Super Mario Galaxy 2 any % speedrunner after all.
Quitting the game forever.
So, I'm sorry guys. Gotta retire. I've been exposed.
And taking Viper's place. Can you transfer the record?
Bowser killed my last sub 3, so...
Oh yeah.
He just had to appear after that Grand Star.
Claire also getting a good angle.
Okay, that looked a little far back. That looked a little far forward at first, but then the camera readjusted and it looked much better.
Actually, if you land, or if your flutter is like slightly to the right of that tower, it still is fine because you can just dismount off Yoshi and jump on the tower, and then jump on Yoshi who is on the bottom of the tower.
Yeah, but it can sometimes be really hard to find where Yoshi is. An easier way to... Okay, wow, that dismount was
angle.
crazy. That dismount was crazy. First of all, that angle should not have worked. And second of all, the camera completely screwed her up because it got stuck there.
Wow, man.
Okay, so like what I was saying, if you're gonna dismount off of Yoshi to get onto the tower, you have to make sure you're like at a complete standstill. Otherwise, it's very hard to find where Yoshi is.
Yeah.
And even then, it's hard to get to him before his timer expires, and then you just have to spend like 30 seconds trying to find his egg.
By the way, do you think Claire is going to do the triple cloud jump in Starshine Beach 2?
I don't know. I've never seen her do it, but I haven't seen her do Starshine Beach 2 recently, so I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say no. Alright, so now Sludgy's coming up on Gravity Gauntlet 1, and this is where Behind the Castle is. So we'll just have to see what happens here.
I want to know what is going through Sludgy's head right now.
That's very interesting. I bet... I don't know if he's super nervous. I also don't know if he knows how big of a lead he has. If he fails Behind the Castle, I don't think he'll lose the lead, but Claire will definitely be within a minute of him.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll pay attention to Claire to see if she's going to go for the triple jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to Claire. Doesn't seem like she's going for it.
Yeah, she's not setting up the camera for it, so she's just going for the chuckster throw. I don't even think it saves more than like a couple seconds.
Gotta go cloud jump.
That was almost too far forward.
Okay. Sludgy spin bonked, but gotta back up without any lava things.
Yeah.
Lava.
He's long jumping from a really weird position on that block.
Okay, he's fine.
Oh
he's
boy,
fine.
that
he's
is
fine.
not
he's
a
fine.
good position.
No, he's fine. Should be fine if he doesn't get like, if he doesn't fall off. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay, he got it.
Thank God.
Right, that just makes it harder for Claire to save time here, but that looks sketchy. Like he walked off the pillar like in a really weird spot.
Yeah, but it's hard to control Mario on the slopes, so maybe he was trying to fix his angle a bit, and he couldn't. Misses a shot there.
Wow. That was just aimed really far downwards.
Let's see if Claire gets it.
Claire now has to basically match that. She can still save a little bit of time over Sludgy if she if she gets onto the pillar first try.
Yeah,
But
like 5 or
she
6
basically
seconds.
has to get the skip first try now.
Yeah. What I find interesting is that behind the castle doesn't even save that much time over backing up to the point where you do like the normal lava bounce strat.
I'm not actually sure, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's
Okay, Claire doing like the insta wall jump, that helps set up your angle a little bit better and also makes it so that you don't have to spin. Okay,
and
4
she
bounce.
has 2 health left, and
That was
she
almost
doesn't.
that was almost 5 bounce, so very nice that she got 4 bounce because she didn't have to kill that Goomba, so still saving a little bit of time over Sludgy. Maybe this time she won't miss a hit on Bowser. Didn't
Trying
get
to
double
get a
lock.
double shot again.
At least she's not missing because of it.
Yeah.
You can hit dead center in the 3 of those locks and miss all 3 of them.
Ah, man.
I've done that twice in a row before. It was not fun.
That's so unsatisfying as well. But imagine hitting dead center. Like, can you get like a triple?
I think so, but it's like TAS only.
Okay, imagine hitting that like on accident.
I pop off so hard.
Yeah.
It's always the goal of speed. It's always a thing with speedrunners that whenever they encounter something unexpected that saves time, that they pop off. Because time save is always good, especially if it's found out how to be replicated consistently.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
I thought both the meteors broke. I
think she got the hit, but she messed up the cycle.
don't think
right?
it matters because she would have had to wait for the punch to happen anyway. So I think she got the.
Oh
punch
yeah,
canceled.
oh yeah, that was the first cycle. I thought that was the second hit, but
Yeah. So I don't think she lost any time from that.
Claire is around 119 behind at about 2 hours. So she indeed saved time because
She
she was
saved
about
a little bit of time over World 4, but
yeah, like half a
not
minute.
as much as she could have.
She saved half a minute. Yeah, not as much as she could have, but still.
This race is still not over.
Yes, it isn't. Everything can happen in Super Mario Galaxy to any percent.
World 6 moment.
Don't talk too hardcore about World 6.
Or any
Well,
Galaxy 2 runner
Yeah,
for that
I
matter.
was about to say, yes, everyone.
We've all had numerous runs die to World 6.
World 6 is like the oracle that decides your fate or something.
It's where runs go to die.
Yeah. If your run hasn't died in World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will die in World 6.
If your run didn't die in Boom Bunker, it will probably die in World 6.
Yeah.
It's like Boom Bunker is where I would say the run like really begins.
That's a bold statement, but yeah.
Yeah, because I find for me that's when you start to get nervous, which is very inconvenient because that's when you have to make really precise cannon shots.
Yeah. Dude, small side note concerning that. In my race against Rothanos, I had to go to the toilet so badly in Boom Bunker 1. And I wanted to go to the toilet during the cutscene, but I was shaking so hard because of that. And I didn't hit the shot, and I missed it because I was jittering so much. That's when I decided, hey, I'm gonna go now.
Okay, Sludgy might still be able to make this cycle.
Nice.
No, I don't think that's the optimal cycle. Still pretty solid though.
Yeah.
So big turning points in World 5 we could see. Shiverburn 1 is coming up. That could be a place for Sludgy to lose a lot of time, especially against Prince Vicante, or to the skip at the start.
Yeah. The skip at the start is, I don't know, it's somewhat hard.
Yeah, Blue Moon can have really big time losses.
Are they both gonna go for the skip?
Yeah, they both. I don't think either of them are gonna cop out of it. That was almost like a really solid full star section from Sludgy. Yeah. If he had gone right into the star there, that would have been super sick.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see Claire pop off again in the full star section. She did it in her run a few nights ago, and it was incredible to watch.
What was that? That was a low long jump. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like the weird long jumps you get from.
You have to like hold forward at a very specific time in order to make it past the laser and then also make it onto the platform. And I think she either held neutral for too long or held forward too early. I couldn't quite tell.
Also bold for her to go for the long jump this early and not go for the wall kick, but directly into the sling star. Barely got it.
I think it's faster to wait than to go for the wall jump. It does take a while for you to reach the wall in order to get the wall jump.
Yeah. Unless if you're like really low, because you can still gain some decent height from the long jump.
If you're like really low, then chances are you might just barely make it, or you won't even make it into the launch star, and you have to fall all the way down. I've had that happen to me a few times.
Oh, okay.
Getting blocked by that platform there, and I'm not really doing him any favors to back it up.
It's actually having some problems with
It is so hard to back this up.
Yes, it is. Like, if you don't get it first cycle, you need to have a good setup, a good backup setup.
I actually get to hear more of the music. Okay,
so Claire can gain a bit of time here if she gets this very well.
Yeah. It was like, what, about 15 seconds?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, like 18. Roughly 17, 18. This is where it's... Again, it's not over yet.
It ain't over till it's over.
It's not over till Bowser goes boom.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna guess... you know what? I'll guess 610 for Sludgy, because he went for 600 flat last time.
Okay, 610 for Sludgy. I will say 630.
I know Sludgy isn't very competent with his skating minigames,
Claire,
so he might even fail this one, but we'll see.
Claire definitely saved some time.
Yeah,
over.
that's a sub 30 IL for sure.
Yes, 630 for Sludgy, and for Claire I'm gonna say 670.
You know what, for Claire I'm just gonna say whatever Sludgy gets. As knowing her, she'll try to match it intentionally, like she did last time. Alright, this is looking pretty good so far. Alright, yeah, he's definitely gonna make this. Alright, 640. Okay, well, we definitely overestimated. Classic.
That's 670.
690.
Well, and Claire and 690 of course. And Claire is gonna get Claire going for the snipe. Oh no! Oh no! What?
Okay.
Oh my God.
That is so hard to save.
Oh my God.
I cannot believe she saved
Actually saved that.
that. It is.
Wow.
It is so hard to save that. Like, usually if you don't make it to the pipe there, you're dead. Because, like, even if you land on the pipe, Mario's still gonna, like, scatter around for a little bit. And you have to have really good control of him there. And since you can't see the pipe when you're lava bouncing, you just kind of have to guess where you land.
Oh my god.
That was very clutch.
I mean, I knew it was possible, but...
Okay. Now it's time for Shiverburn 1. This level can go a variety of ways.
a lot of varieties are...
Oh, she's just getting 600 again.
Yeah.
Alright, that
made it to the second
good. Okay, yeah.
Getting a
nice
frame
perfect ground pound there.
Will he go for the long... yeah, it goes for the wall kick. Nice.
Opting to keep Cloud Mario there. I don't... It's like a difference of like 1 to 2 seconds over whether or not you can keep the Cloud Flower for this.
Nemi keeps it, right?
Yeah, because you can make it past these guys without lava boosting. I don't know if someone's going for that. And I think it might also be easier for Prince Picante in order to get the triple jump strat.
Oh yeah, of course. It's hard to time that, I think. I find.
It's also RNG based.
Oh yeah. Because
I don't know if Sludge is gonna go for it or not. Oh, he is.
Right. I'm gonna pay attention to Claire right now if she gets the kind of skip.
Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Looks fine.
Nice, Sludgy got that. Now he just has to find a third coconut here.
Claire got the...
Okay, he barely got that coconut in time. That was a super clean Prince Picante.
Claire not going for the wall kick, losing the cloud power up.
I think this is slightly safer because the physics are a little easier to control. Because the floatiness of Cloud Mario can be a bit wonky to work with in this section, especially with all the skating and all the long jumps you have to do. That one octopus just took out his brethren with the coconut.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
What a disgrace to the community.
I wonder what's
probably gonna lose his status within the pack. Okay, so Claire has a lot of ground to cover here, and I think she's just gonna go for the safe variant, where she gets that second hit late.
Wait, what? What was that? What?
So there's some manipulation you can do for this boss where you can basically prevent it from ever going to the far right side of the battlefield during the second or third hits. I don't think she got it though. I think she got that second hit a little too late. Yeah, he's gonna do the thing.
That's so.
Okay, so she has to find a coconut here.
Got one.
Not losing too much time to Sludgy.
Yeah, but losing time because Sludgy had a very good Shiverburn 1.
The no RNG strat already loses like 8 to 10 seconds over the RNG strat, and messing it up just loses even more time.
Okay, we're now at 50 stars. 21 to go.
Yeah, we won't be able to tell how far ahead Sludgy is until after Boom and Secret. Until Shiverburn Comet.
So he really does the old route.
Yeah. At least for World 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Claire's going to Boom and 1 now. I'll be saving a tiny bit on Sludgy in terms of routing.
Not significant though.
Yeah, it's probably like a second, if that.
Like the new route that Jada made up or that Jada made is like 5.7 seconds faster than the old route, right?
Something like that. I don't remember how much it was. I know some of the time save is negated because there's an extra comet unlock cutscene because you exit World 4 with 23 comet medals instead of 22.
Oh yeah, that's GG.
So far, this Upside Dizzy has been going really well for Sludgy.
Yeah, got a good upside dizzy one.
And Upside Dizzy Secret is going really well for him. Claire setting up for Boom in 1 skip. Doing a wall jump setup. Okay.
Oh, whoa, she missed it.
What? That looked good.
That was so weird. But
I think she spun at the wrong time. Like maybe she spun a little too late.
Or maybe the Sling Star was further away than we perceived it.
I don't
because,
know.
like, depth perception is very weird there.
It is, but even then, the hitbox is very generous.
Oh, now
Yeah,
she
like
got it.
that looked like it should have worked the first time.
Yeah, I guess she was too far behind the Sling Star
Maybe.
first time. It looked like it, but I don't know. If I had to
I don't
guess,
normally
I'd
see
say that.
runners go too far behind it, though. But like you said, it is really difficult to tell where it is in relation to you. And there was also not really too many good visual cues for when to switch angles or when to spin.
Yeah.
I find that the earlier you spin, the better. But you don't want to go too early.
Yeah. The only good indicator for the spin is like the yellow star bit in the distance.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's so far away that it kind of is, you know, it's a weird indicator because when you start the long jump, you're already kind of at the same level as the yellow star bit in the distance. So it's a weird indicator, but it works for me. I don't know.
Okay, so now Slushy's heading off to Boom Moon himself. He's going to be doing Boom Moon Secret first. It really doesn't matter. If you do this route, it really doesn't matter which one you do first.
Sludgy is still deathless.
Yeah, he is. Alright, so I've lost track of how many times Clara's died. I think it's 7, maybe 6 or 7. Oh wait, it's more than that because she died a bunch of times on Question Block Flutter.
Yeah.
Okay, that long jump was tight.
Okay. It all, like, Boom Moon Secret is really the only thing that's relevant is the long jump.
Yeah.
Because it can happen, especially if you don't set it up by stopping. It can happen that you just...
Are you trying to time the long jump later than you think you should, and you just walk off and die?
Oh yeah, that happens an awful lot of times.
Yeah, I've since learned you want a long jump sooner than you think you should.
Yeah.
It is
Like,
pretty generous.
Distance-wise, it's okay. It's just you just need to get the good angle.
I remember missing the Goomba bounce into the pipe, and then getting wrecked by another Goomba. Goombas are mad at Claire for killing their brother. Maybe seeking to get some revenge.
Who knows?
And
Something
it looks like
under
Claire
that.
is doing Nemi's upside dizzy 1 movement here. Very
Wow.
clean triple jump.
Very clean, yeah.
I think she slowed down a little bit there. Okay, she's not getting all the time save from it.
Is she saving on Sludgy though?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think she's not because she missed the Goomba bounce at the gravity field.
Well, she definitely lost time on Sludgy overall for that start, but I don't know if she saved time in that hallway.
Maybe.
Because normally, I think you make it like 1 whole cycle faster if you do Nemi's movement. Ooh, nice frame perfect camera cancel from Sludgy there. That's a pretty satisfying place to get one. Especially if you get it multiple times in a row, like when you're doing green stars in a 242 run.
The time save just adds up then.
Alright, so now Sludge is gonna get a shot at Boom in 1 skip. He can add to his lead over Claire here. He's doing a backflip to set it up. That looks good.
You got it.
Ooh, messing up that movement a little bit. Backing it up very nicely, though, with that spin.
Yeah, so Sludgy saved, again, some time over Claire.
The time save is probably somewhere in the ballpark of 2 minutes now.
Yeah. Everything can still happen, you know? But, I mean,
World
2 minutes.
6 moment.
Sludgy can allow himself some screw-ups. Because, or at least one screw-up, because he's, you know, he still has the driver's seat. He's still snuggled up in his blankets watching TV.
Co-commentator reusing a lot of the phrases that were used earlier in the race. Kind of already grown old by now.
It's the only expression I know.
And co-commentator has a lack of originality, just stealing jokes from the commentator. Commentator kind of annoyed.
Commentator just wanting to extend his vocabulary since he is not a native English speaker.
There. Yeah, it looks like the time save over from Sludgy to Claire is definitely over 2 minutes, or at least close to it.
Yeah.
I'll have to see what their Shiverburn comment segments are. Although I'm probably gonna forget what Sludgy's Shiverburn comment segment is, so it's okay.
Still, the only big time loss I can think of what Sludgy did was like the Yoshi Star 1 setup.
Yeah, he's really just had a lot of minor mistakes throughout this entire run. In fact, I'm starting to think this might actually be PB pace.
I think it is.
Yeah, because he's on pace for like a mid 225 World 5, and I think his PB had a low 226.
Wow, beautiful Shiverburn Sea.
You can get like a 225 3x, maybe even a 225 2x.
We'll see.
But he has to like not die or screw up Boomsday.
I recently learned that in Boomsday, when you point at the hammer bro at the beginning, if you aim too far to the right or above the hammer bro, your flying animation doesn't cancel sometimes.
Oh yeah, that does happen because you just don't land and you sail to your doom.
Yeah.
That's actually a very common mistake for me, at least. Because I tend to not want to aim too low. I try to aim like at his head, and then in the process of hitting the A button, my hand twitches.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how shaky Sludgy's gonna be here, because if he knows what pace if he knows he's on good pace here, he might be nervous.
If he can still zoom, you know.
That looks good.
Too low? That looks good, yeah. Sometimes you bonk, even though it doesn't look like you should.
Yeah, like you'll enter the like falling animation earlier than normal if you're too low, and that will cause you to collide with the boomerang bro, and it just knocks you off the stage.
Yeah.
Alright, he's setting up for Cloud Skip here. A lot of runners have been incorporating this strat lately. Very clean boom bunker.
It's very weird. Because, again, I think it's a thing with ledges and with the curvature of the planet. But when you jump from the very edge of the platform, you don't get to the Sling Star. But if you jump a little earlier from an earlier position, you can fly to the platform just fine.
I think it might be because if you long jump like right at the very edge, Mario curves a little bit more earlier, and so he kind of doesn't have momentum in the right direction, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So Claire's about a little over 2 minutes behind Sludgy at this point.
Sludgy getting 2 frame-perfect round pounds in a row, but the second one actually lost in time.
Did he get it? Wait, did he get a frame-perfect round pound on the first hit?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright. I just has to not screw up this third phase. Okay, good. Managed to get past the first DL shot. Nice.
Perfect. What did you say? 220?
Yeah, this is a 225. This might be a 2x. Let's see. I think it's a low 3x. I think it's a 32. That looks high for Claire. How was that not too high? I would have died to that if that were me.
It also depends if you're aiming too far to the right as well. So maybe she was...
Yeah, I know. Maybe she was farther to the left than I usually am. Claire is probably on, like, I think mid 227 World 5 pace if she doesn't screw up here, knock on wood.
Yeah, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes difference right now. Which is a lot.
That was really close.
Which is a lot concerning considering the level that both runners are on, or like the experience both runners have.
Yeah.
Sludgy's still deathless. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, World 6. Sludgy is entering the cursed world.
Yep. Sludgy tends to go for a lot of safe strats in World 6 though, so I don't know if we'll see too many big mistakes from him.
Maybe a chance for Claire to catch up.
Yeah. This is a make or break point for Claire at this point. Like, she's still not entirely out of the race, but she's pretty much banking on Sludgy making a big mistake at some point, and probably making multiple of them. And then she has to execute really well. And also,
she gets his third hit, she'll save a bit of time. Yeah, frame perfect round pound.
That was such a great third hit.
Yeah.
I wonder if she would have fallen down if she had missed the frame perfect round pound. Yeah, Claire is getting a mid 227, so a little over 2 minutes behind Sludgy. Like I said, Sludgy is also on PB pace, I'm pretty sure, so...
Grabbing the checkpoint there, going for the lava boost.
His pole section was a little bit slow, so... yeah, he can still make the tornado cycle, but... Yeah, he can still make it. That's a free tornado cycle, my goodness.
Wow. Nice. Oh no! The first death for Sludgy. The first death for Sludgy.
He must not have... You can't grab the swings after a lava boost.
Yeah.
You have to grab onto... You have to get back into the tornado.
I think he knew, but I think he knew as well that getting back to the tornado wasn't possible, maybe? I don't know.
It is possible. Like, I don't know what he was thinking there. Still not grabbing that checkpoint, even though it literally would... Oh no. Don't go for it. Okay, I thought he was gonna try to... He was wanting to try to skip that tornado for a second.
Yeah. I mean, it would have worked. Because the tornado can grab him after, lava boosting.
It probably would have been better to go... It's probably better to go into here with 2 HP, though. As opposed to 1.
Yeah. But this is exactly something that Claire needed. Right.
Yeah, that's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And not only that, I don't know if that's gonna inhibit Sludgy's ability to PB or not, because that was around how far ahead of his PB he was, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look at his PB splits.
Also, World 6 showing us early how cursed.
Don't do it, Sludgy. Okay.
Don't be risky. But
just play it safe.
The gravity of the weird small planets can still screw it up.
And that was an example Gingarborg brought up in Cosmic Cove 1 about how hitting those crystals can just not work sometimes.
Yeah. I think they're both doing like early long jumps and doing the lava boost. Is it faster?
I don't know. As long as you make the tornado cycle, I don't think it matters. But yeah, Sludgy lost, like, I don't know how much that compares to his goal, but I know compared to what a good Melty Monster one is for me, that's almost like 50 seconds.
Okay, Claire getting the checkpoint.
Yeah, she missed that on the tornado cycle, but not dying. Unless, you know, she dies right here.
Saving time over Sludgy if she doesn't die. Not as much though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
can get a coin here.
Something that is very interesting to me because I find going to the question mark block on this planet is actually faster than grabbing the coin. Like this question block here, when you just jump, you just have to jump one time there to grab the coin.
And it doesn't lose too much time because you would pretty much have to wait for the magmas anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I do. If I get damaged, but yeah.
But then you also have to worry about the text box that shows up. Nice ending section from Claire. And now here's Melty Monster 2, the cursed level for Sludgy. His favorite star in the entire game.
I think this is a cursed star for a lot of people.
It is. It used to be one for me.
Let's be real here, Nintendo forgot to code those fences properly. They just...
Big deck skip. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, even if you get zigzag skip, the fences can still screw you up. It's so weird. I don't know why.
It might depend on whether or not you hit fences earlier in the level and how you hit them. I don't know for sure though. It's dumb. We don't understand it.
It's really dumb. Doesn't go for zigzag skip.
Don't blame them.
Okay.
I imagine we might see Claire go for it though.
Yeah, she'll probably do it.
I'm pretty sure she'll at least go for the ramp jumps in Melty Monster Secret. Because I know she practiced the crap out of those. Now Claire's basically a little over an entire Melty Monster 2 behind. That's like a little over a minute.
Everything can still happen. We cannot call this yet.
There's not too many opportunities left, though, is the thing.
I mean, there's still Gravity Gauntlet C.
Yeah. From what I've seen, though, Sludgy tends to be really consistent with that skip. I also don't know if Claire goes for the if Claire goes for the faster version of that or not. I actually haven't been paying attention to how many star bits Claire has, so I really hope she has enough after this level. Is she setting up for it? No, she's not going for it.
I think she was tempting to do it though. Looked like she was ready.
I don't know, her line.
Oh no!
What? That was. I think she jumped early.
Well, okay, this is looking very, very good for Sludgy now.
Yeah. That was basically the time save Claire got from Melty Monster 1.
Yeah.
That is so harsh. That's such an easy mistake to make, too. That's the thing.
Claire got fenced. Good old-fashioned way.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. She just jumped really early. And she didn't make it over the fence, so she bounced against it. Okay, now I think she's setting up for it. This lineup looks a lot better. Oh, no.
No, she's not. She's not doing it.
Alright, don't jump early this time. There we go. Man. And Claire just losing that opportunity she had.
Oh, man. I think Sludgy... I really don't want to, you know, put the pace he's on into the point of interest here, but I think he is still on PB pace.
I have to check. I could check his splits real quick. could see him with his.
Oh no. Okay, at least he didn't. At least he didn't.
He didn't take the button this time. He did last time though.
He learned from his mistakes.
Yeah.
He reacted very quickly. Okay, Claire doing awesome ramp skips.
All right.
But yeah, it's the
Well,
same.
actually,
thing.
I don't know. She says she's had a lot of trouble with them in practice lately, so they might not see her go for them. There's the first one.
The first one. And the second one. Yes. Oh,
Okay.
barely got it. Third one.
Okay, she got it, but she didn't jump onto the platform.
Does she have enough points? Yeah,
she does. Especially because you can. Oh, I think she's just gonna wait this out.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe saving a little bit of time. Okay. I think she still saved a little bit of time. I'm not sure. Or maybe she at least broke even.
Wait a second. Do I just have Alzheimer's, or I don't remember Sludgy doing multi-monster secret yet.
He did it.
Okay, I have Alzheimer's.
It's just not a very memorable level.
Thanks for you know letting me feel not embarrassed as embarrassed.
Commentator may be suffering from a little bit of memory lapses.
Maybe. Could also be due to the fact that it is 1 a.m. right here.
Ooh, that could be a factor.
Claire was not even close to not having enough star bits. I think she got a lot of star bits in other levels as well.
Yeah, they definitely kind of went a little bit overboard with starbits. But it's just nice. It is better to be safe than sorry.
Okay, so if any one of the viewers or the commentators want to like lay back now,
It's sleepy springtime.
so if anyone grab a cup of tea or hot chocolate, grab a blanket, make yourself comfy because it's time for sleepy spring.
Well, at least we have Claire doing something actually interesting. So that way, have stuff
What do
to
you
talk
mean?
about.
Slimy Spring is interesting as well. Grab a drink, exactly. Grab a martini.
So I'm just grabbing a lot of coins.
Wait,
Not even bothering to care about coin lists.
You can grab 16 coins or star bits without extending the time loss, right?
I think that's in Galaxy 1. I don't know about Galaxy 2.
Okay.
Also, coins don't count down in Galaxy 2 and Galaxy 1 like they do in this game.
Oh, okay.
So maybe not. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, in Galaxy 1 it just shows you how many coins you got, right?
Yeah, it just shows you that you got a new high score.
Yeah.
As if that matters.
Yeah. I wonder
People
if
are going to compare how many coins you're going to get.
Dude, I wonder if anyone's done that. Like, compare how many coins they get. Like, imagine comparing with your friends.
So they're just grabbing even more coins that have tremendously large hitboxes for no good reason.
I think the hitbox of Mario just is tremendously big when he ground pounds.
That could be part of it. Because I've also had that happen before.
Yeah, Mario when Mario does certain things, his hitbox just gets larger. I know ground pounding is a part of it for a fact. Wow, nice shelf throw there. Holy.
I don't think it looks close enough to do the squeeze back foot, but I don't think he would go for it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't go for it. Claire getting a slow water entry.
But I think Claire's going for coinless now.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to opt out of that. Okay. Clockwork Ruins can be a pretty big one. If Sludgy dies here, then that's pretty massive.
Yeah. I wonder what cycle he's gonna do. There's like only 2 main strats, right? In Clockwork Ruins. Like
Well,
advanced strats. I'm talking about advanced.
well, basically the 2 standard routes are that you have the one that most runners do, which is what I do, and then you have what Nemi does.
Nemi and hardcore.
I think
Hardcore
I think
started.
Shadow does it. I don't know.
Oh, Shadow, yeah.
I don't know for sure. I need to watch him.
Yeah, Claire.
Yeah, we should see Sludgy doing the standard route here.
Yeah.
The problem is if he dies, then these cycles are not favorable at all.
Yeah. They can mess you up so badly. Looking good so far.
Yeah.
Those
Also
octobooms can be very, very how do you put this?
They snipe you.
Yeah.
I also can't tell if Claire got coinless or not.
We'll see.
She's also not close enough to do the squeeze back foot. It saves like half a second anyways.
I think Sludgy's safe.
Yeah.
Imagine if he falls off here.
Yeah. That section is always scary because I always feel like I'm gonna get sniped.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why if I don't do the fast movement, then I go into first person mode before going onto the second gear because it advances the cycles of that third one.
Oh yeah, right. That's what.
And so I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. A lot of
Movement's
runners
actually a
spot.
bit less awkward if you do that.
Triple jump time.
Maybe spin.
Nice. Got it.
Okay, if Claire goes for Nemi's Clockwork Ruins route, I can't even. I doubt she will.
Let's see. Claire is known to show off sometimes. No, I think she's also going for the standard route.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. Otherwise, she would have gotten that Octumba there.
Yeah. But yeah, those slopes can be really, really confusing at yeah, sometimes even though it would look like they are slopes, you can actually wall jump off them. I don't know. Clockwork Ruins
It's
is
so
just
hard to tell
very
what's wall and what's floor.
Yeah. And sometimes it feels like the game doesn't even know itself.
Good way of putting it. Because it just randomly switches between the two sometimes.
Yeah.
This is not the
Again,
smartest
again.
decision.
Again, did you see that? That should have been a slope. And Claire was still perfectly able to wall jump off that. To jump off that. Backflip off that. Sludgy not going for one clip.
Understandably. By getting a frame perfect ground pound. So making up partly for it. And now it's a Big Daddy Womp. You're getting stunned there. Luckily, it's just the first hit. What was that momentum? He almost didn't get that first hit in time. Oh my goodness.
Nice. Seconded. Is it faster to backflip like off the foot? Off the feet? You know what I mean?
Are you talking about that strat where you get like launched super high in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is faster, but it's extremely risky.
I did that in my tournament race because I wanted to try it out. And it didn't even seem that... I don't know.
It's really weird
Maybe-
to set up. I don't quite understand it.
Maybe
Okay.
I was just very
Also, I do
lucky.
have Sludgy's PB video pulled up. He is 23 seconds behind his PB. So he was
Oh,
definitely
okay.
on PB pace going into World 6, but then Multi Monster 1 happened.
Oh, okay. Does he have time save ahead?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Well, we'll see.
I swear to God, if Clara goes for Womp Clip. Okay, if she goes for it, that's one thing. If she gets it, that's another.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not doing the wall jumping. She didn't do the parallel wall jumps, so I don't think she's gonna go for it.
Yeah. Oh, she's going for it! Didn't get it.
Okay,
But
well, at
she
least she
did
didn't
not.
die.
Yeah.
She was slightly too far forward, which is good.
Yeah.
At the very least, she's not losing that much time. Trying to think here. Oh no. I always get so scared whenever I see Mario like slide off King Lump like that. It
Yeah.
always makes me feel like he's going to get stepped on.
I've seen so many clips of people just getting launched by that slide. You know what I mean? When
Yeah, there was actually one time when King Lump slammed down and I got crushed by his arm.
What?
Yeah, because like
Those
his
things
arm
hurt.
also slams down on the ground, and like if you're underneath it, it does crush you.
Wow, man. So it's like better to stay in between his feet.
Well, if you know where his arm is going to be roughly, then you can easily avoid it.
Okay. Wait, when did you start running the game, by the way?
It was like early 2015, but I have no proof of anything until summer of 2017.
Wow. That's a
Okay.
long time.
Okay, this I think is one of the last few remaining big places in the run where we could see Sludgy lose a decent amount of time. But even if he fails this, you could fail this skip like 3 times and still be ahead of Claire.
I'm already hyped for the interview.
I am too. Gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, definitely. But wow, man, those 3 hours flew by.
Well, there's still time to spare. Alright, he's gonna go for the standard method, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but with a fast setup, though.
No way of knowing what's gonna happen.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah. I had faith in him that he would get it. He's pretty consistent with that trick.
Yeah, I mean, the standard version is overall a lot more consistent than, like, the new strat.
Unless your name is Super Viper T302.
Wait, really? Can you do that, like, pretty consistently?
Somewhat on good days.
Like yesterday.
Yeah. I just don't understand the timing, and sometimes I feel like I do everything right and it still doesn't work.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the weird lava timer. It's so weird. Like when you don't touch the ground after getting a lava bounce for a certain amount of time, the game just kills you.
And that skip is like pushing the limits of that.
Yes, I think it's a matter of frames even.
It really just comes down to timing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Sludgy has a few breather stars before Beat Block Comet, which is another star that has killed a lot of runs.
Yes.
I think Sludgy also has somewhat of a bad history with Beat Block Comet. So at this point, really, the only thing that can happen for Claire to have a chance is if Sludgy like has like a 2-minute death at some point. Like if he dies at the end of Flash Black Comet or something.
Or during the Bowser fight in Galaxy.
Or he soft walks in the flutter.
Oh yeah, that can happen.
Alright. I wonder which version Claire's gonna go for.
Dude, imagine.
Okay, she's doing the regular version.
It's so crazy. Like, Gravity Gauntlet C, the strat with the lava boost. I always ask myself how people come up with this. How?
I bet Nemi, I think Nemi was the one who found it. I bet what he was doing was he probably noticed that was a lava wall and just was messing around with it and noticed that you could get some weird gravity effects, and then one day he just found some random directions that got that to work.
It's so crazy.
I also know he tested a lot of stuff with tasks, so maybe he did some of that as well.
It's so crazy how much stuff is still being found in this game and in Galaxy 1. You know, Rothanos. You know the trick Rothanos recently found, but with the slope boost in behind the castle.
Yeah, I did find that. I don't know if that's RTA viable though, because
he did it. He actually did it in a race. I mean, he failed it 3 times before, but he did it in a race.
Well, in that case, it sounds like it's not very consistent. But
it's
like,
not very
from my understanding, it's like, not only are you doing like blind inputs and you have to do direction switches at weird times, but it also requires a 3-frame input, which is not very easy to time in a game that's 60 FPS.
Yes. Well, I mean, cloud jumps exist, but I guess cloud jumps aren't really that precise because you can jump A shortly before touching the ground or the cloud and still get the jump, right?
It really just kind of depends on your timing. Like, you kind of have to watch for the cloud to bounce.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Sludgy's coming up on B Block Comet here. We'll see if he chokes onto this star. I can go ahead and check his PB once more. Okay, his PB left Beat Block Comet at 2:54:01. It's maybe possible at this point.
I don't know.
I got a frame
Nice
perfect
jump cancel.
jump. Time to get seagulls.
Actually, wouldn't be surprised if he got Sea Gold. Actually, I think Nemi has faster movement than what Sludgy does.
Wow.
Sludgy plays this section really insanely.
Wow, yeah, I was about to say.
This is even faster than I do it.
Wow, and wow, I'm surprised he got the yellow block cycle still.
That was nutty.
Wow, man.
Oh.
Yeah, at this point he's like 20 seconds behind.
Less than that. He's only 18. He's only plus 18.
And Claire dying.
Claire taking his death on Easy Star. which you don't want to underestimate this level,
Yeah.
especially at the end of a run.
It's so crazy. You when you enter the level, you think it's just gonna be easy. It's just gonna be some chain long jumps. But somehow this level gets a lot of runners every time.
You're not a true runner of this game until you die on either this star or Honey Halls 2 in a run.
Yeah. You need to suffer before you become a part of this
I think
community.
Sludgy's still only on one death, and that was on Melty Monster 1.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is good. If he maintains that, I wonder if that's a death PB for him. Opting to do the camera turn at the start there to manipulate this romp cycle. So I can get past it a little bit easier.
Yeah, normally you'd have to either triple jump or just wait.
Or you have to have like
Okay.
insanely good long jumps.
Yeah. Oh, really? You can do that with like... Okay.
Yeah, you can, but it's super tight. Like, your long jumps have to be close to perfect. Okay.
Oh, got it.
Going for that plank jump is always super scary.
Because if you don't get it, it loses so much time.
Yeah, because then you fall into the slip, and then you're gonna fall into the water and lose the cloud flower, and you have to go all the way back up.
Yeah, the
It's
next
so
cloud
punishing.
is like so far away.
Alright, Claire's opting to take it a little. Just missed time to jump there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I think it's a red alert for her at this point.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe Sludgy will soft lock.
Yeah, that's basically what she needs.
Yeah.
I also don't think Sludgy goes for top shelf, so it's very unlikely that he will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He could still die to the flutter at least, though.
Oh my god. Ah, that's so...
Don't reset. Don't do it. Oh,
Oh, man.
that is so damaging.
Oh.
I
It's
hate when
mentally-
that happens.
It's also mentally, it's so draining.
It's just... That's the word I'm picking up. And, like, you know when something like that happens, that it's just like, I could have done something to save that.
Yeah.
And that's what really hurts about dying on this level, is that, like, I could have prevented that. Even if you couldn't have. So now Sludgy's just taking out some Octumbas, you know, nothing too special. He's gonna get on Yabi here in a second. It's everyone's favorite horse again.
How did you call Yoshi?
Yabi. His name
Why?
isn't Yoshi anymore, it's Yabi.
Is there...
Just watch the Super Mario World HDQ 2018 race.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
noting that down.
If Sludgy gets a 748 Galaxy Generator or better, he can PB. I don't know what his
748?
goal. I don't know what his goal is.
I'm gonna check that really quick, actually. His goal... Oh, he doesn't have splits on.
I can see how far he is behind PB at least. Because what was that, what did I... Ooh. I don't know.
I don't
He's
know
like-
either.
He's like, 18 seconds behind PB still. If he pops off this Galaxy Generator and gets, like, top shelf or something, I bet he could do it, but he's probably going to play it safe.
I don't think he's going for PB either.
Yeah.
It's
got
so
a jump
weird.
cancel.
He had such a good run.
It was literally just Melty Monster 1 that prevented that.
Yeah.
Like,
And
this would be
Yoshi
like,
Star 1.
okay, yeah, like, Well, that in total is probably like at least close to a minute and a half. So this would be like easy mid-low 305 pace.
Yeah.
Right. Claire just has 1 star left. She's got the funny number of stars now. I think Claire's still on 309 pace, at least, so she can at least still set 310.
Shadow says that Sludgy's gold is a low 8. Like 80x.
Ooh, that's a yikes then. I don't know how improvable that is though. Keep in mind it is the last split of a 3-hour run. So not every run that not every run that gets there is going to have a super optimized split.
Unless your name is Super Viper T302.
I still don't know how I got that best segment. Wait, what is Claire doing?
Wait, what?
Claire's doing... Is Claire... Okay, so Claire's in Battle Bout now. We don't normally do this level in any percent.
I was just thinking, wait. No, it's a secret strat. It's a secret strat. You can skip the last star with this.
I mean, technically you can. I think she's doing Fiery Gobblegut. Alright. So do you look like he's gonna nail the flutter? Easy. Yeah. Not going for top shelf though, but not a huge deal at this point. Doesn't really need it.
We're struggling to get that
blue crabber. My god.
Oh my god.
It is just not wanting to help her out today. There you go.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
What is more interesting, Claire doing Battle Belt or SludgyGamer winning the tournament race?
I don't know. Battle Belt is pretty interesting.
Yes, it is. She's giving us some nice material to commentate on, at least.
I wonder what she's gonna do. She is collecting the coins for Fiery Gobblegut. I wonder if she can even do her Fiery Gobblegut strats as Mario.
Wait, did she like...
She has fast Fiery Gobblegut strats that she's done in runs before.
Oh, Sludgy... Oh, goddamn. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that hit literally does not matter.
Yeah, anyway,
unless you're too slow to get to the fist, which it didn't look like he was.
Anyways, who cares for Sludgy's run right now?
Claire's on the run. Claire's on the run of her life now.
Yes.
This is Fiery Gobblegut %.
New category.
Well, she can't really sub 310 anymore, because this is kind of a long level.
What do you mean? It's a new strat.
I guess we'll see.
New routing.
She's manipulating RNG so that she can trick Bowser into not appearing for the second phase. And she'll get community gold. Okay, it looks like she's going for some variant of fast strats.
Ouch.
Alright.
Sludgy entering... Or, yeah, Sludgy with the 304.
Okay, we really need to stop with that. it gets old after some time. Oh, this is looking really good. Oh, she almost had
only
it.
You only said that because of the video I made.
I still don't understand that. Why that video needed to be made when we've made that joke like 6,000 times.
It needed to be made because I was very bored in class.
Fair. And Claire successfully beating Fiery Gobble Guy.
Nice. Nice. The good stuff right here.
And Sludgy failing to do the final Bowser skip that doesn't exist. And is just a figment of our imaginations.
No jokes, Forbeard. Only serious Forbeard. Stop with that. Yes, me, I agree.
People in chat getting mad that the commentators aren't willing to let old memes live.
Yeah.
Memes, unfortunately, memes have a lifespan. They do have to die after some period of time.
And I think it is our job right here and now to kill it.
Okay, Sludgy I think is getting a 30602 with this.
Yes. Fuck, he got the frame perfect glitch. No. Oh no.
So just 5 seconds off PB with like the mistakes he made in this run that's really solid.
SludgyGamer in chat saying, "The fuck Claire doing?" I don't know.
We'll see if we can get Sludgy in here for an interview. Go ahead and ask him. I need to mark him as done. I'll do that real quick.
I think he only gets the link when both are done.
Okay.
I don't know though.
Alright, he says he wants to do an interview.
I think you can still just send him the link, right? Right.
I can try. Hold on. It's not giving me the option to invite people.
I have an invite link.
Right,
I don't have. I'm gonna just send it to you.
Okay, I just pinged the moderator. Right,
Okay.
so I'll go. So Claire's audio is not usable, so I think we're just gonna have to deal with no audio for the last few minutes.
Which is fine.
I mean, I guess I can try switching to Sludgy's audio. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. I got the frame perfect ground pound, I think.
Yeah.
.30602. Nice.
Very solid time overall, and should give Sludgy a decent seed in this tournament.
It should, yeah.
Ending.
By the way, Viper, we have a match. Yeah, we're up against each other in the bracket.
Sweet. Wait, I thought bracket wasn't decided until
well,
losers until the loser side had been finished. Because aren't there still some matches left in that?
Well, you know, it says fourth from Group C, which I am, against first of Group B, which you are.
That might be subject to change though, because I don't know if the bracket is final. If we don't know if the bracket is finalized yet.
Oh, okay.
Claire dismounted a little too early for getting top shelf, but not a huge deal. Seeing as to how the race is kind of already over. But...
Claire with the.
All right, there we go. Sludgy just joined here, so he should be here any minute now. I wonder if he'll wait for Claire to finish, which would be about another 4 minutes. I think Sludgy might be waiting for Claire to finish. which I totally would understand. So I think Claire is on pace for a 313. Unless, of course, that RNG manipulation actually works out in her favor, and she does actually. And it turns out that doing Fiery Gobblegut does actually allow you to. There's Sludgy.
Oh, look who joined.
I thought you were just waiting for Claire to finish up.
Hello? Do I sound normal?
Yeah, you sound somewhat normal. It's okay.
My microphone screws up sometimes. I had to make sure.
It's a little quiet, but it'll do.
Okay.
So, how you feeling?
I would have PB'd if I didn't die on Melty Monster 1. And
Yeah.
I haven't hit the lava in so long that I didn't know that you can't grab the vines after you hit lava.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I would have PB'd.
Yeah, it's not an obvious thing. Ooh, hitting that meteor a little too late on Claire's end.
Bowser dodged that bullet there. Yeah.
That's part of the reason why you either have to get that third hit early or you have to wait, because he pulls out his fist ridiculously quickly there.
Also, there were you had problems setting up the Yoshi Star 1 flutter, I believe, if I recall correctly.
So when I started the flutter, I felt like I was moving really slowly, and I was pretty sure I was not going to make it, so I had to backtrack. But when you do that, it screws up your angle, so I had, like, your camera angle. So I had to find a better angle, but it worked out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But the Melty Monster 1 thing was, like, the biggest thing. Just that death. If I had known, I would have aimed for the tornadoes, and I would have PB'd.
Still, it shows you got a lot of potential left for this category.
Yeah, I was only 5 seconds off, so.
Yeah, and that's still a really solid time for a race.
So, what is Claire doing? I mean, I might have to wait for her to join.
She's in the final. She's in the final phase right now.
Well, I mean, I know that. I have the stream up, but what I mean is, I opened the stream because I didn't have it open the whole time. I opened it up and I saw Fiery Gobblegut, and my first thought was, "Wow, Claire finished a long time ago." And then I saw the timer still going, and I was really confused.
Well, I don't know. We don't know either.
Claire's end is really tripping up on us.
Yeah.
Did she go offline?
Her stream is having issues. It dropped frames and then it freezed completely.
That is not Claire's stream. I'm trying to see if she went offline here. That is also not Claire's stream. That is Sludgy's.
She's live. She's about to.
She's live.
Okay, she just finished. I guess SpeedGaming just kind of glitched up.
Yeah, 3:13:24.
All right, I'll ask her if she wants to get in here.
I think if your marker is finished, she gets the link automatically.
Okay.
Her computer pooped itself for a bit.
Her computer pooped itself. That makes sense.
I marked her as done.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking about that I have the commentator controls as well.
Alright. Well, I don't know if she'll be getting in here. Yep, we should be getting Claire in here. I'll go ahead and I can send her an invite, actually. Alright. So anything else, Sludgy, you think you want to highlight about that run in particular?
Not really. Being completely honest, I was on autopilot for most of the run, and it just worked out in my favor. So, I mean, there wasn't really anything, like, horrible. Cloudy Court 1, I missed the skip because I got a frame-perfect ground pound instead of or not the skip, the cycle for the Comet Medal. So I got a frame-perfect ground pound. Flip swap was really slow, but in general, I feel like I played pretty well. And that Melty Monster 1 and Yoshi Star 1 were like the big things that I screwed up.
And honestly, like the race between you two, it went back and forth several times for like the entire. I don't know. I don't know if you were paying attention or not, but it went back and forth several times for the first like half of the race, and then she just messed up question block flutter a bunch of times, and then you just kind of dominated from there. Really.
Yeah, question block flutter was the decisive thing that happens.
Yeah,
Also, I
put it off stream like when I start the run, so I don't see if I'm ahead or behind.
Okay, so it doesn't look like we'll be able to get Claire to join because apparently the next race is coming up. So I guess we're gonna have to cut it off soon. So GG's
Alright.
to both of you. Really good race.
Commentating, guys.
Yes.
And
See you later.
I think that's all the winner's side matches. So I guess the remaining stuff is the loser's side tiebreaker matches, and we'll be moving on to brackets soon. It should be exciting.
Will
See
be
you later,
really
guys.
interesting. So,
Alright.
GG's to Sludgy. Wait, did he leave?
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
left.
he left. Okay. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Thanks to Elias and all the other organizers for organizing this tournament. And I really had fun commentating this match with you.
Yeah,
Viper,
thanks
to be
for
honest.
thanks for co-commentating. Was a good time as always.
Yes. And
And I'm signing out. See you all, and have a good
me
night.
too. See you. Have a good night.